So I recognize a couple of these players, including my boy Jimothy. Let's go.
Yeah, Jimothy here going up against ElFrodo here. So we got two of the DLC characters going at it here, man. I'm a little salty about how Terry plays in this game, man. I am just absolutely just sometimes angered by how good he is in this game compared to how he's been in other iterations of King of Fighters, and notably my childhood.
Yeah, of course. I would say you should see how he plays in Fatal Fury. I think he might be even more pissed off.
I've heard, you know. But, you know, it's just, I prefer him in Smash with the Rising Tackle as a charge, but ElFrodo seems to be doing business here with that crack shot going corner to corner. That's kind of funny saying that, crack shot at the corner. But you know what's the thing, especially when you're burned out, and Jimothy's going to have to hold that one. Got a little nice Oki off that Rising Tackle.
Oh, man, he left a little gap.
DP.
He left a little gap in his offense, able to get that EX out just in the nick of time. But ElFrodo looking pretty solid. I mean, able to stay in control for 90% of that match. Jimothy got to fight his way out. I mean, you saw a very early burnout. I think it's going to be the same case for round number 2.
Yeah, Terry does a number on your drive game, especially if he gets in close with that fierce punch as well. And just the way Frodo's moving it. Oh, good parry with what he had left. Deliberate drive. Can't punish that drive reversal on block. That's such a pro move there.
Oh, did he press? He got him.
No, yeah. Got him with a little bit of that Jimmy Uso spear, but the neutral jump catches the stance of the leap. Oh, boy.
Yikes.
He's not met a drive impact. He did not like up in that side.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what you got to do with Alex anyways. You got to kind of just smother him, make sure he's not going in and out of Prowler stance. So good stuff for Frodo to be able to take that first game. I like the decision making from Jimothy, but I can definitely tell it's like a deer in headlights. So hopefully we can see some offense and see some more buttons on the side of Jim.
Yeah, I can just see if I was playing Frodo in my locals, man. I think Terry, I always say is I'm like, man, I wish Rising Tackle was still charged like it was in Smash Bros. There's only very rarely that Terry's Rising Tackle's been a DP motion. If I recall correctly, it's only in KOF 98.
Yeah. I wasn't around. Basically, I wasn't alive down in 98, but, you know, it's one of those things that I think it's definitely been a button of all time, right?
Yeah, indeed. Okay, good fight buster there off the prowl stance. Oh, drive reversal. Good use of that. Taking on those loose block strings, creates some distance there, but see, Frodo's running out of drive there, so he's trying to zone out a little bit with the bit of some shots. It's a burn up. Yeah, hits that gas with it. The funny part for me was I was actually stuck in Venezuela for a few days because of some immigration issues when I was 15 and had not been a U.S. citizen yet. So I was forced to learn KOF. Fun story for about a year.
Bro, you've lived like 3 whole lifetimes. What the heck?
More like 5. Dude, I'm old too. Oh, good drive reversal, get out of dodge there. And I love when you do those short jumps, those neutral jumps, which look like you're kind of prowling on them, but it's not. Alex has such a great sneaky style in this game. Instead of just being like straight up ground and pound like he usually is. Oh wait, let's see. Frodo here, yeah, dictates the flow. And this is, if I recall correctly, the whole tournament's best of 5.
Maybe, pretty sure. Yeah, probably. It was unfortunate because his last bit of drive gauge not only got depleted from that DI, but then also got the wall spot on top of that, so just double whammy for Jimothy. But luckily, it's still a tie set, or I mean, at least a tie round in round count. So Jimothy can still get his opening in, but he's got to find a way to alleviate some of this pressure because Frodo is scrapping for sure.
And he's also not blocking, like, ever. You are seeing straight up complete disrespect against the block string. I saw one throw attempt get blown up, and overextended here. We're going to go on without the drive gauge on both sides. Round wave, give me that frame advantage. Oh, yeah. Baby. Yeah. Jimothy's swinging for the fences. Crucifix power bomb. Oh, but it's that overset there with the light burn.
I was going to say, he's got to be careful. Level 3 on deck for Frodo.
Oh wow, usually that's it's very difficult to punish that flying chop, especially when it's burned out. This level 3 will go the distance from Frodo.
No, it doesn't. Jimothy. Oh man, bet it all on the reversal again on Wake Up. It's not going to be able to find the smart. And a 2-0 lead already for ElFrodo.
Oh, good catch on that drive game.
I was going to say, he is still utilizing his tools effectively, right? He's getting parries out when he needs to. He's not putting himself in too many precarious situations. I think he just needs to try to stay out of the corner as best as he can.
Enjoy the movement there on the Prowler, too, as well. Because especially, like, Frodo has not met a Rising Tackle he didn't like. I mean, kind of like my Terry in Smash. Just want to keep taking to the skies, keep sliding up in there. Oh, perfect. That's
nice.
2 perfect parries in this round.
Skating on him. Do it again. All right, just going to apply more pressure. Try to get some of that drive gauge back.
Oh, yeah. They built some of it back. Good drive reversal, sending it home. Especially if you get perfect parry twice in a round. Gotta be careful about that, especially with the perfect parry and how it's been changed. Be more of a call out. Meets him with the air-to-air. Goes for the crown there. The drive air back.
Bro, this is going to hurt. Oh, yeah. No, it drops the combo.
Yeah, I mean, looks like he was saving that power geyser for another time.
Unfortunate. ElFrodo, set point. Jimothy. Again, you see these little openings, these little moments that you can try to bring it back, but just not able to secure anything, not able to link anything together.
Yeah, and having some of his best rounds in the last few sets here, but now faced off against match point, a potential 3-0 situation here against with Frodo's Terry anti-airing on point with that rising attack.
See, I mean, look how much. I mean, that's the only thing. Like, he's finding an opening with this, but I mean, look at the cost. He's almost he's already in yellow. I mean, he's getting some of it back, but you already talked about it how much Terry likes to apply pressure to not only that HP but the drive gauge itself.
Oh, Prowler against that drive reversal there. Gets him on the other side. Jimothy in a really good place. This is what I like to call the driver's seat. Whatever they mean. You got the green bars going up against the yellow. Oh, perfect parry. Oh, it's one thing to let go of the pressure there, but it's another thing to give away that opportunity as well as the corner. Going into the level 3, he's going to spend the chips here. Now, the interesting factor here is that Frodo's burned out. He's going to get that drive gauge recovery at about 50% from hitting that level 3. But Jimmy is holding on to that critical art.
We have access to the critical art.
Cannon will kill.
No! Trying to go for it, but it's out of range! Didn't reconnect, but the simple tick throw is going to be enough to close out the round, close out the set. ElFrodo going L3-0. Good stuff. Yeah, I was saying, bringing it back to new life, we got a Marisa on screen. I feel like Marisa kind of went quiet for a very long time, and also we have like this resurgence of Marisa mains.
I mean, you can't go wrong with what I was referring to last night as mommy damage. But again, like, Cammy definitely referred to as the mommy damage. But if Cammy can go, that's what I'm talking about with Marisa. When she hits you like an absolute truck, she catches you with that low strong, goes into that string, into that phalanx. I mean, her stand roundhouse got a little bit nerfed. I believe it's a little bit more whip punishable, if I recall correctly. But at the same time, like, it's mommy damage, bro. That's what it is, mommy damage.
You know, I will probably never call it that, but I will agree with you wholeheartedly. Big shout-outs to my man 3 Till Later, dropping $25 of his own money into the current Matcherino. We only got 37 codes left to help us claim those codes, and let's get that money up and our funny up at the same time.
Yeah, we appreciate you for that. Increasing the pot, increasing the recognition, more for these players to play for, more to get it on there. So, Holo versus Obido. Going with the post game there, because usually the range will favor Marisa, in particular with being a little bit more rewarding there. But Obido fighting out of the corner, gets that neutral jump there, but Cammy's got a quick enough normal to negate that.
Dang, does that say Holo's got 287,000 LP versus 23,000? That's crazy. He's grinding. I'm hard stuck bronze still, man.
Yeah, I mean, High Master versus Diamond 4 is pretty much going to be like either one or two things. Like either one person plays ranked a hell of a lot more than the other person, or it could be that they float around with other characters.
Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby, right?
Yeah. But hey, like we saw at Evo, you know, Ludwig was a platinum, and Tyler was in the Masters, and we saw how that played out.
Ooh. Okay, Obido. You gonna be able to close it out? Yeah, good. Nope. Not quite, but we're just gonna use it for chip damage.
Oh, wrong game. Wrong game. No. Holo had a whole stock of that drive rush. There was no way you were ever gonna get that burnout, get that disconnected. But Obido stands their ground with that jump back to be able to close that out. Ooh, that was scary. I mean, I think they read the wrong drive gauge in particular, and then saw that there was a burnout in different directions.
Yeah, I think I was gonna say I think that might have been a mistake of just like looking quickly and just going, oh, spur of the moment thinking, just gonna do some chip damage, it'll be all right. Sometimes thinking too bright, too far ahead. You're playing 5D chess right now, but we're still in checkers mode. snap the neck. I also forget, like, Cammy has a really nice command throw as well. I always forget about it until they just run up and do it to me, and then I just immediately throw my hands up and defeat.
Yeah, I mean, against that hooligan, you really got to mix up, like, what options you're going to do, high or low. Oh, the failure of an anti-air, though, proving extra problematic. Obido throwing out that standing short there and then eating that jumping fierce. Not a button you want to give up to Cammy.
Oh.
But at the same time, you don't want to cross that bridge there with that loaded up Gladius locked in and ready to blow.
Yeah, she hits like a truck. And now, okay, like I said, I'm still never going to call it what you called it, but I'm seeing the damage.
Army damage.
No, don't say it again, bro. We call it the, I'll try to find a pseudo-name for it.
I'm trying to print some t-shirts, bro. Oh, neutral jump against the drive reversal. Great bait. Got the drop, but
leads to
the burnout, but just not the walk rush. Yeah, double downs on it, but Obido's back in the corner, still in the danger zone. Level 3 on display. And third time is the charm, Frog. Holo goes for that level 3, and that's going to lead to the 2-0 lead.
Man, so close. Obido definitely was fighting their best to try to get out of that corner situation, but Holo, again, just being so persistent with those DIs, just trying to make sure you get that either that wall splat or just to make sure you just chip him down. And now he's looking at a nice, comfortable 2-0 lead, so Obido's really got to do some heavy thinking here if he wants to try and make that comeback.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. And look at the hacky sack there. Gets the knees, the stand short, drive rush to reset, into a safe jump. Corners themselves, though. That Gladius gets blown up there. But I wanted to point out that earlier, Frog. Oh, wait, let's see where this goes.
Low. He blocks it, but he still swings into that next hit. Defense has got to be improved upon. If you're not ready for those lows, maybe start throwing some parries out.
Oh, wow, what a bait. The side switch. Great stuff by Holo. What I wanted to mention here, what Obido is doing really wise, and I want to see more of, is Holo's throwing, like, based on that whole approach there with that walk forward, low, medium kick there. And Obido's still going to low crush that with the stand round. That led to a great sequence all the way up to the self-cornering, but let's see how much more that can play out. But now Holo's on match point. And he's going to say, hold up. Even with the charge, not able to anti-air, no dice.
Okay, still just trying to check with those lows, and that's what's really been opening up a lot of these engagements. And you see, he's been opening up with lows time and time again, and I pointed it out, and what does he do immediately afterwards? A big-ass overhead, and that's going to be enough to do it, to close out the set. A clean 3-0 for Holo.
Yeah, you got to watch that crown chakra out there, as I like to call it. When you got that level 3 on deck and they got that resource, they are coming from the head, flying guillotine style like the RZA himself. Closes it out. We go to 1.
All right, up next we got our boy Dummy 420 going against 10 Luka. I ain't talking about Doncic. I'm talking about the Terry Bogard Luka.
Yeah, rocking that classic Mark of the Wolves fit there. You know, immediately lets them know what it's about. The two things that Terry opponents love. That immediate round start burn knuckle, and then that drive rush to the stand fierce.
Yeah, you gotta let them know it's there, right? Because if you don't establish that presence early on, they're gonna be disrespecting you. So you got the confirm off the punish counter, but he's not able to get the combo. But it's alright, he gets it a second time around. And Doomy stuck in the corner in a tough spot. Tried to go for a throw, winds up whipping, but it's okay. We're back in the center stage.
Yeah, those shimmies there proving problematic, and the real problem button here that we just saw Luka get a lot of mileage out of it is that stand roundhouse of Terry. Very rewarding here. But now Luka running out of gas here, but confirms that crack shot to make the burnout. Not a big deal as he takes the first one.
Wow, just do it. What are you afraid of? Are they gonna try to punish you? Nah, that ain't on his repertoire. For Terry Bogard players, man, it's just another day in the park.
Is this Rising Tackle Awareness Day for Terry players here?
It's gotta be. That's like every day. It's only, actually no, it's not every day. It's only on days that end in Y.
I think there's about 7 of them. And then it takes off the counter hit light, gets into the medium, burn knuckle for the quick point. That's always great, you know, when you're up against a Juri player and you're able to go pound for pound, punch for punch at the same pace as her. Because, I mean, Juri players, I feel like Juri and Luke is kind of the primary culprits for why this game is off to 3 out of 5 in tournaments, just because they really push the pace.
Yeah, it's weird how those two characters in particular have a very strong presence when it comes to like dominating these first to 2 matches. And then like if for some reason they just lose it all entirely when it comes to the remainder of the match.
Yeah, and then leaving those block strings there with the range of a stand jab or his low forward there to create more openings for Luka here. Can Dummy get the burnout? Oh no, uses the feint there, but the pinwheel, an excellent anti-air.
It's all good. Watch, we're about to do some craziness. About to be able to close it out.
They're teetering on the yellow here. Dives forward with the burn knuckle. Good block there. The air to air leaves Dummy on one sliver left and catches that low forward.
Luka able to find its mark.
Yeah, Luka one step back, 3 from the logo away from going up too low. Oh, a shimmy of his own.
He's got 2 stacks, so we're going to try to... Oh, we got 3 now. Another one. I'm telling you, we're just spending it like it's going out of style. Playing the neutral here. Again, we still got access to 3 stacks for Doom, so I'm wondering if we're going to try to utilize those at any point in time. It's kind of hard when you can kind of just jump over the fireballs.
Yeah, this match has slowed down a little bit. Looks like it's favoring Dummy little by little. It's coming to that molasses wall. Telling Luka here, I don't know or care if you paid $60 to block, but you will wait your turn.
And another, you will respect me.
Oh, good punish on that overhead there. Yeah, to see that coming and map that out. Maybe that jump in of that sweet chin music. Let's see the feng shui. How you like that furniture rearranged there. Keeps it going there into the 11 hands. Oh, more than likely the action doesn't up the tree.
Okay, again, just applying more pressure. Still got one more in case he wants to try to go for another one, but it's all right. The perfect parry is there to save the day. And we still have access to a bar of meter if we want to try to utilize it. We're just going to save it up for another, maybe a low confirm. But 10 Luka fighting his way out the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, Luka using some of those pokes there, trying to walk down, holding on to that parry for a little bit, and Juri players, now you know, never met a drive rush date in the fight. I don't think this level 1 is going to get the kill, does not. Burned down with the corner pressure there. That means Luka is going to go corner to corner selling crack shots. See what I did there?
I was aware. I froze for a second and then heard you finish it. So I was
You're picking up what I'm putting it down. All right, Luka continues with the drive gate. Does it go coast to coast? Not enough for the crunch. That's what he was banking on there. But a little bit of that inch, and you know Dummy takes an inch, takes that mile, evens it up 1-1, despite being on the ropes, facing against that 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, dude, that literally, if he had gotten just like 1 millimeter closer to get that wall spot, it could have been a completely different match. But, you know, by the skin of his teeth, Dummy's able to tie things up. And now, it's one of those things, how is Luka going to try to close the gap now? Because it didn't work that last match, and you know what? Doesn't matter. It's just rising tackle. Don't even care what you could throw
Yeah,
out.
that was great temper there. Let me see with that shimmy, though, where it takes it. I wanted to also point out there in that situation, though, normally when you get those kind of sequences when you're burned out, something to do is to take that stand jab and then maybe fit in a backdash there because the opponent is not following through with the timing of the string if they get the hit. But seeing that there was no HP left on the table, Dummy had to play it even more patiently than ever.
You want to talk about playing patient? Now's the time. You can't even take any bit of chip damage, otherwise you will suffer defeat. Gotta be careful. But again, he's still got access to resources too.
Yeah, drive gauge in a good place too as well. So he's gonna need Luka's gonna need to wear down a lot if that power guy is gonna come into the conversation or the buster block.
Oh,
step back against the wall. Sweet chin music on the step back there. That stand fierce just clocks it against the chin, and Dummy is on the driver's seat.
I just hear the WWE announcer. Dear God! Sweet chin music! Range 2! Closing out the round.
Shout outs to Jim Ross. God is my witness. He is broken in half. That man has a family. That's good old JR putting on more of that barbecue sauce. Empty jump throw. That's what happens when you hold on to the parry too much. And the level 3 on wake up. That's bad news, but not enough feeder on W420's side to finish the job. Spending a little more, maybe a trade or a chip. In this case, the pinwheel protects the skies for the 2-1.
Yeah, you want to talk about putting that barbecue sauce on. Must have been Sweet Baby Ray's, because that was a nice little attempt at jumping in. But Dummy, 4 steps ahead of you, able to just close out with a cheap heat, little anti-air, and now takes the lead in the set. But again, I don't want to count Luka out yet, because I feel like he's starting to build up some momentum. And you already know how Terry players like to play. It's either very one-sided in the set, or it's going to be like a slow crawl.
Yeah, they feed like the wolf he is in the namesake of Garo Densetsu. I have her knuckle there for a big surprise. Yeah, I mean, with Terry, like, one stand roundhouse away could really set things back. The dummy says, this Juri's got a DP. He's going to buy himself a little bit of that distance.
Yeah, I think they're definitely starting to feel the pressure a little bit in the corner. And since they had more than 1 HP again, so they actually felt like they could have played a little bit more risque. I mean, you got to talk about risque. You got to be careful with your drive gauge getting very low on both sides of the coin. Dummy with a nice parry, dashing in to apply more pressure. What the?
Oh, wow.
That was crazy.
Yeah, especially when Juri can't close the distance, because, I mean, Juri can get to one side of that plane and another and drop the dime. Yeah, but burnout happening, so the overdrive, power shot, but continues to push it back. Luke, there we go, it's a level 1. Caught him on the block string there. Found that gap, because usually there's some areas where Terry doesn't have time to react and block from those situations. But finding that gap in between that low medium punch and the crack shot, that was the secret spot. But that anti-air stays grounded.
Yeah, I for sure thought Luka had baited him into doing it. I mean, seeing that one little bar meter, you know that the opponent is kind of worried about getting caught by it. Also really worried about getting caught by the
what a catch. Immediately goes, yeah, gets a side switch there because you see how little that drive gauge is left. And then using that drive reversal, unfortunately, that's going to take out the wall crash.
Gonna spend it. I think he's gonna. Oh wow, only a level 1. I'm surprised. I thought we were gonna spend a little bit more to make sure we secure the round. Big whiff.
This is a big risk using that feng shui in that situation. Cammy is betting on that comeback factor showing up. Luka's got a lot of that drive gauge look missing, and he falls for the setup there, but does not have enough of a super meter to work with.
Oh my god, it can't be the anti-air and the DI connects, and that's gonna do it. Unfortunate for Luka. I thought he was gonna be able to do some crazy comeback again, but only spending that, or to any Street Fighter channel for that matter, so that way you can get your, you know, your little custom, a little extra character costume for Jamie.
Yeah, and because I was hearing some sounds over in the menu there. I knew we had another one queued up, and here we go. My guy wins, but you mentioned earlier with that Ultra Master ranking there, walking forward with that Manon on the outfit 3. We love to see it. Toaster here. Got
dude, honestly, you see the name of My Guy Wins, you think of some, like, just this big masculine dude. No, just some tiny, like, teenagers, kid, very unsuspecting. Dude's a beast in Street Fighter, though. I mean, most of the 2D games he plays, he is a very, very top-level competitor.
I mean, yeah, that 2000 MR isn't enough to strike fear into the opponents here. But let's see how Toaster can walk forward. You know, he's kind of, based on this gi look out there, empty jump low, got the 4 medal count on the first round. Yo, My Guy wins, My Guy builds up. Now you're going to be holding up and backdash against those strings there, because now she's got that Zangief power when it comes to those throws. And there's the fifth.
Here it comes. You gotta stay agile here. You do not want to catch a level 5 because that will hurt.
I just remember CEO on launch. We were at the arena where my homeboy, Sticky Fingers got top 8 with Manon there, and the whole crowd in the arena was counting out each time the medals hit. We were 4, 5. Oh, baby! Wow. Yeah, that critical art, not going to sing to it, but it will get the job done in particular.
Yeah, see, and that's what's insane with the way he plays. He always threatens very early on. He's willing to sacrifice optimizing combos to make sure he gets that guaranteed stock onto the medallion. Oh wow, and Toaster, you see no more playing around. Immediately swaps over to the Bison, immediately goes to the top tier. We ain't playing no games.
Yeah, and in case some of you in the chat are like drawing pictures of me wearing a tinfoil hat about what I've been saying about Ken getting dropped lately, I love Ken, don't get me wrong. He's great, and I definitely think in the lore he definitely is innocent of the murder he's accused of. But at the same time, like, one of my favorite creators, this Egyptian dude named McMurrahFGC, has great content on YouTube. And like he was talking about in particular how like Ken's seen a drop in competitive play and success in win rate and rank as well, and he's trying to investigate why that's significant. But let's see if the switch over to Dictator can prove to be the way here.
Yikes. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? Just going for the, instead of going for the optimal punish counter, he's just going to take the throw and get yourself another stock on. And again, I don't necessarily think it's anything wrong with Ken. Like, I don't think Toaster played bad in that last set. It's just myguywins just plays him a non. I think power scaling amongst all the characters, even the new DLC characters like Ingrid and stuff like that, just really threatened his, you know, generic playstyle.
Oh, you see that? The Skull Crusher, the follow-up of that head stop there, leads in the wrong direction there. And myguywins again. I mean, similar to before, has that 4 metal count there to work with. Going for the dome.
Yeah, you already know he's hunting for the 5th.
You really want to be careful anti-airing with a parry against Manon. I don't want to say that's a bad decision, but it's a decision.
Well,
it's a commitment there, especially when that metal count is that high. It doesn't need to go for the 5th.
And see what I'm talking about? Like, we're so hyper fixated on the medallions and trying to not get command throw that you always forget about, you know, he's got all sorts of other resources he can utilize, whether that's the drive rush or the actual super meter as well. You know, the big ass level 3 you already caught twice. Got to pay attention for those. 2-0 lead for myguywins.
I gotta say too, another thing is it's very ill-advised to drive rush against some of Manon's strings as well. She's got a way, for lack of a better term, to reset her footing and a good way to counter back against the drive impacts. Oh, but let's see here.
Nice.
Brave Toaster here with that comeback here. Counts the 2-0 deficit.
One more.
Oh, the drive impact, not enough HP. Toaster not only survives it, but gets out of there with perfection.
Yeah, legalize nuclear bombs, set the minefield. How to remember how to play the dictator the right way. So already starting off well with the perfect, but he's got to keep that momentum going into this next match. I don't think you want to catch any more command throws like that.
Yeah, still at the level 3 there. I mean, good way to come back there, and especially when you can win that round with the perfects because you escape a round against Manon with that metal count there. But myguywins doing a good job of recovering that. Up until there, let's see how the mines play out for Toaster. Oh, wow, great. That was so precision time. Not often the wisest thing to do to use the drive impact there, especially when the mine is in play, but gets out of dodge and reverses the pressure there. myguywins, able to come correct, and just like that, we're seeing match point.
Yeah, I think most of his wins have been 3-0s, and I feel like if Toaster doesn't lock the hell in, we're going to wind up seeing another 3-0. And again, he's always paying attention to the potential command throw, but now one little hit confirm could go into a level 3 and put him into a one-hit situation.
Yeah, and my guy losing a bit of the drive gauge there, relying a lot on that stand jab in her drive run. Get more of that
Oh, the whip!
Here comes that shimmy. Yeah, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Oh yeah, baby.
There is the embodiment of it. Now using that super there to slow down the incremental rebuild of the drive gauge, and gonna get one mix up here. Takes the skies for the overdrive head stop there. Toaster gets out of dodge. Sorry, myguywins gets out of dodge there.
He can get around on the board unless he catches a low. Yeah, nice low confirm. Keep the combo simple, and that is gonna do it for the set.
Yeah, with the critical art, we get some extra scales there. She is singing. myguywins, being able to carry a tune over to the 3-0, as Rakim would say. I'm gonna be like, don't call it a comeback.
See, dude, that's crazy. All those names you brought up, like, I hadn't heard of them in a while, but like when I was down at Texas Showdown and commentating for Street Fighter and
Combo Fiend was there. Yeah.
And people were telling me, like, dude, this guy's a legend. I was like, man, I don't know, I've never heard of him. And then they were talking such a good game. I got to meet him. Really cool dude, too.
Yeah, he's been back in the mix. I mean, he's working on the team with 2XKO, if I recall correctly. But at the same time, he did finish in the top 8 for CBS2 at Texas Showdown and Frosty Thompson. Now, without further ado, Holo Rooster here with that Ken. Oh, are we going to see a 70-second perfect? No, trades on the jab there. But still, the Juri is still as hot as ever.
All right. Fingers crossed we don't see another, dictator make the swap off of the Ken Masters, but either which way, he's still starting off really, really strongly. I mean, Pawpaw kind of pumped the brakes quite a bit. I mean, not even getting a single medallion to their name on that first round.
I love it, and yeah, that drip there, that outfit there is shades of his Costume 10 from Street Fighter 4 with the white hair, as well as that Charcoal V, which he has as his alternate in Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition.
Oh, is he gonna do it again? Another loop. Yeah, wow, that was I shouldn't have said anything, Chris, because now we're going to the final round with 4 stacks.
That's good Manon play there.
Stupid.
That's awesome Manon play there, honestly. Like, just being able to get that equalizer and the 4 medallions up in there as well. Watch for that stand jab. It's problematic. Ooh, the anti-projectile there. Just spaced it just a little bit off.
Yeah, doing the slow. I think he did the slow version just to make sure you can kind of catch him off guard with the timing.
That's an old Ken, man. You know how you can tell it's an old Ken if they're DPing you with the medium version of it? Because historically, like, goes back to Street Fighter 4, the medium version of that DP has the lowest hurt box. So it has the less tendency to trade. Doesn't go for the level 3. No, it's not going to kill. Don't switch his sides. Watch your ankles, Papa. Oh, baby, get that level 3.
Nah, that was a dirty setup. He did it the first time as a setup, and then the second time was like an ultra setup. Because for some reason, Papa thought it was going to just be a whiff and just going for a quick little punish in retaliation. Killer Rooster, playing like a madman. Good stuff to start it off.
Well, we love to see it as well. I mean, if you liking that, you know, get this Killer Rooster. A little bit more money on that match, Reno. Let's talk about it. Paw finds himself a little space there with that low short. Sorry, that standing short out there. And then throwing out that stand roundhouse. Oh,
see, again,
missing on the anti-projectile there. That's not going to discourage him to keep chucking that plasma.
Keep him coming, baby. There's plenty more of it. More Jinrai into the Shoryuken. Ooh, into a parry as well, just to make sure you respect my offense, respect my defense. All the same, but a big whiff from Paw. Luckily, as a short combo, so not able to get anything big off it, but another tick throw is enough to be able to put into a 1 HP situation, and the fireball will be enough to secure it.
Yeah, especially when you see that they're coming short of that timing to go through the projectile there. That OD fireball for that setup. It gets the kill there for Killer Rooster. Paw showing no respect there, waking up with that low jab. It pays off. And then drive watch the on come at me. Gonna vortex him out there. Get that metal count to a 4. Like the bird out goes. Yeah, they usually like to get after that command cut. They like to see if they're going to be holding on to a crouch block there. So that's going to be dipping for that overcut. But look at that drive gauge disparity. Wake up level 2 though. No, sorry, that was level 1.
Okay, still good. Still in a good spot. I mean, we still got a pretty significant life lead, but you gotta be cautious. I was gonna say get a little greedy trying to go for that. No dice on the reversal. I was going to say a critical art would have been enough to actually kill in that situation, but Paw still navigated it pretty well. 5 stacks on deck for a final round here, game 2.
Paw still challenging after those fireballs there, not being able to penetrate through some of the plasma there in particular. Yeah, if you're going to hold on to that parry and that level 5's in town, look at the damage on that thing. Oh no, the attention of those pokes, Frog. Ooh. Oh no!
What are we doing? Why do we do it? Just do a regular combo. Stop doing the Manon stuff, bro. At some point, you gotta lock in, gang. Look, he did it again. I just said you can't do that, Paw, and he just goes right back to it. Square in center, able to tie things up. But man, that got a little dicey. No need to go for any crazy shenanigans. You could have just confirmed with an easy level 3.
When you leave that level 3 on the table, and this time around, fireball proving ill-advised, and Paw couldn't have it hit at a better time. These conversions there gives Paw a little bit more of that drive gauge to work with there. Now goes the distance. Gonna try to see to turn those yellows back into the green, floor it on the gas.
Okay, Killer Rooster, gotta get your footing again, because I mean now we're starting to get a little, you know, a little momentum, a little snowbally when it comes to the Manon. Just playing the range game, I don't mind this. I think you definitely got the poke tools that you can kind of try to out-poke a Manon player. Especially when you got them in the corner, they can only do one of 2 things. It's either this or that.
Yeah, being able to slide out of those TMs. That one was the level 1 that we saw there. I stand corrected, folks. And fighting back goes Killer Rooster. You know, I love this because this Ken play is very fundamental. And like what they've been saying lately is that Ken needs a few more decisions here to go through some of the rounds, especially with the Jinrai nerfs. He seems to be have been impacted by that, even though that's been a while since that's been on there, but it really did affect him in the meta. Wow, look at how much time he had on that air-to-air. Be able to score that jumping fierce in there.
Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say, if I was able to react to that, that's how you know you got a minute. Nice!
Ooh, what a jump!
Additional punish counter. Keep it simple, straight into the EX. Killer Rooster, again, able to take the momentum back in his name. And that's what I was talking about. You have to play aggressive. I know you want to play your fundamentals and all that stuff, but you still got to make sure you take your turn and take the advantages while you got them.
And great awareness there to see, not just to deny I mean, he was okay with losing that round and making that decision, committing to that command grab. Because he wanted to make sure it did not go into the next round with that level 5 up in the mix. And if you could close it out and get that bait in there, all the more rewarding to do that neutral. So now, see, Killer Rooster here just needs one to win it, and we are on Manon's stage to get the job done.
Yeah, turn goes to the home court advantage. So far, it's paying off. Pretty good life lead, jumps over the fireball, able to get the punish counter, and you already know he wants to close it out with the throw to get yourself another number stacked up for the medallions.
Yeah, he's looking like me in the side tournaments after I got turned away from pools there. I mean, just give me some hardware to go home with. I want the TSA guy to ask me what I played to win it. Of course, I did not tell them it was Shaq Fu. But can Paw restore the glory here and force it to a final fight? Oh, that's an unsafe option.
Oh, what? What again? Dude, he did the full thing, the full helicopter, and he's going to go to a level 2. I like what we're seeing, because now he's going to put him into a burnout situation. Half HP for both of them, still dodging the fireball.
Wow, because they did that move. Paw did that move before he even ran into the mix there. So we got that progressive spin again. Again, he called it out. And this time with the confirm on level 5. Lucky, so lucky Killer Rooster did not get the kill there. Paw just needs one big conversion here to tie it up to a 2-2. The level 3 is on display there in the event that Killer Rooster can also get another round here.
Okay, we're good.
5 gauges restored off the train. Paw forces the equalize.
Right. Finally, a final game situation. And of course, it's got to be representing some Ken Masters out here. And he's going to stick it out all the way to the end. That's what I like to see. Who's going to take it here in his ladder match? Is it boy Killer Rooster or Paw? Let's go.
Oh, we got them throw loops out there. And then, oh, that meaty overdrive fireball. We saw that be a problem in previous rounds, continuing with that string going. But that's the escape option for Paw. It's getting that stand short there into the drive rush, buys a little bit of the distance.
Wow, the trades. Out of the sky. Big life lead now for Killer Rooster. There's a big whiff off the sweep attempt.
There's a lot of whiff.
Nothing in retaliation.
A lot of risky whiffs to stand warehouses as well.
Oh, God. We're good. We're fine. We're not fine. We're not fine, Chris.
We are not fine.
Oh, God.
Level 3 medal count here. I don't know if it's going to finish. Oh, it does. Yeah, with the level, with 4 in there on match point. Paw just sees if he can go pew-pew to get this dub in the ladder.
All right, Paw working on a big lead, not only in the set count, but then in the actual medallions department as well. And now you got 5 stacks locked and loaded, 30% of your life threatened by 1 command throw.
Oh, and you see those nervous jumps down and waking up with the DP. What are you doing? Level 3 on deck. No song gonna get on vocal rest for that one, but the level 3 will convert. Let's see if it kills Frog. Done.
And it does. Man, 180 turnaround for Paw. Took us to a final game situation, and it just swept the competition in game number 5.
And one of the best players to bring that out here is one of Mexican's best Blankas here, Ruffian. Drive rush, stand roundhouse. See, I'm from Miami. Like we got some Blankas out there. Shout out to my homeboy Atachi's Legacy. You know, he's another Dominican Blanca out there, like the Dominican Blanca that we all love to talk about. But he's a cool dude too. Oh, yeah, perfect parry on that anti-air. So I know that drive rush stand roundhouse just lets you know, hey, I'm one of those Blankas out there. I may not be wearing the Blanka Chan outfit, but I'm going to up-ball on your extended hooligan slide. DM, stay close. Up-balls again, really.
The trade going for Ruffian.
You are what you cannot punish. That's a statement I've been saying for decades.
Oh, yeah. And again, you were talking about the frustration factor. You gotta come in with a game plan with dealing with any of the particular characters, even Blanka, the specialist. You still gotta have some sort of game plan going into it. Even if you catch a couple cannonballs, if you don't perfect parry those, you still gotta try to utilize your resources and try to deal with it.
Yeah, because he's just going to make it a Toy Story here when he gets that kind of space. And that's the one thing about Street Fighter 6 is now Blanka's got that set play here to make up for it. And the tricky things he can do when he plays with his toys. Here comes the level 1, though. It's going to shave off a significant amount of that drive gauge as well. That stand roundhouse. Glad to see Cammy has that poke back from the Street Fighter Alpha 3 Capcom vs. SNK2 days. It's a great button. You're making me angry! You're making me feel old! one of the most robbery level 2s in the game. Oh, just throwing out that overhead out there.
Oh, what? A close-up of the slide didn't connect, but it's all good. He's still able to close out game number 1. And that's what I was talking about, the mind games and the trickery you could do with most of the characters in the game with cross-ups and potential mix-up opportunities, but with Blanka especially, I mean, not a whole lot of people focus in on the dolls, but that is another aspect to this character that people don't really talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different element for Blanka in terms of giving him set play, but it really is like just on brand in terms of how the character plays and just how tricky he is. And that perfect parry couldn't come at a better time because it negates the setup of that toy and gives Holo a space in the driver's seat to work with, but not enough HP, and then gets a little extra voltage on that electricity to finish the kill.
Yeah, right now, Rufian is definitely feeling charged up because he is playing like he is on level 11.
Yeah, that was ridiculous what Rufian did there. I mean, usually going for that strike throw mix-up there with the light ball going to stop, usually that's the bait out parries, get a punish counter throw. But Holo tried to jump over to the other side and then got caught with that scan roundhouse, a very underrated anti-air for Blanka.
Hold on now, Holo, not out of this yet. He's still on the burnout, so he's got to deal with a potential DI attempt. He just throws him out of it. Such a good read. Now he's out of harm's way, and he tries to go for it a 3rd consecutive time. Rufian, you absolute madman.
And for the 3rd time, it gets shut out a different way. First time whiff, 2nd time gets thrown, 3rd time gets neutral jump in there. What a great round for Holo to see if this mounts a comeback factor here.
Eres loco. You know what that means? It means you're crazy, bro. Don't keep doing that. Or just keep doing it. You know what? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, like, sanity, like, in terms of Blanka play here. Let's see if the level 3 connects. Yes, it does. Holo steps on the Lego, and now that's really going to cost him the round. The comeback factor has to come a little further than that. Oh, that's what we call stepping on a Lego when that happens. 2-0 for the Ruffian.
You already hit it. You said it. You said sanity is an optional thing when you go to play Blanka, and right there you showed exactly why.
It's like that meme where they have like Sailor Moon like dressed as Armika, and she says thinking will get us nowhere. It's true. It's facts.
Unbelievable start for you for Rufian. I mean, already a 2-0 lead here, and Holo again.
3 consecutive meaty low fierces there. 3 times in a row, meaty low fierce. Oh man,
dude, he's just playing with like no fear. Oh, and he's not slowing down anytime soon. One more round, and that's gonna do it for the set.
He is throwing out that Blanka ball like Pedro Martinez beating batters on the Yankees. Benches. This is the kind of Blanka benches will clear.
This is the Blanka that
happened before.
Playing in ranked.
Yeah, that happened before. Up ball awareness off of that slide after the hooligan.
What do you do?
Get that time there.
Oh, he almost stepped on it again. He's got to jump deep into make sure he doesn't catch it. Burnout now for Rufian, but it's not going to scare him at all. He just goes straight into the level 3, and I think that is going to do it.
Yeah, taking a few bites in there. Gives them the business there. Oh, no. Got a bit of an HP left.
Nice. Anti-air, but the tray just swinging for the fences, and guess what? He gets a on base every time. 3-0 victory for rufianMX. Holo just trying to fight his heart out, but runs into the meat grinder when it comes to back on stream again, so perfect timing.
Here we go. We got the legendary ball cap exchange matchup here between Mr. Bogard versus Mr. Masters.
Okay. Fighting. I actually watched this match on Fatal Fury last night, so nice. I get to see the Street Fighter version this time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually familiar with this match going back to my CVS2 days. I was a Terry main. My nemesis was a Ken main. He still is my nemesis and is a Ken main, and he's a degenerate. But but let's see, Killer Rooster here, off to a fantastic start. We saw previously going for them lows, and then we throw them bows into that medium dragon punch. Gets the first win. I like the pace between the two. We saw Frodo's excellent rushdown earlier in the opening bout that we saw in this match, too. Never met a rising tackle didn't like, and also, we didn't see a lot of blocking from him either. And not saying that as if it's a fault. This is Street Fighter 6.
Well, yeah, you know what Street Fighter we're talking about. If you're not pressing the offense, you're doing something wrong.
Unless you're baiting.
Okay. Again, Killer just patiently waiting his time, not doing anything crazy, doing anything ridiculous, and I think you have to play Ken that way. Going for the low off the Jin Ryu, just not reacting to it. If you're quick enough, you actually can DP any of the options, and you just got to make sure you're just quick on the trigger.
What a whip. Like, Rooster had a costly whip there, like throwing a throw tech from the other side of the Eastern Hemisphere. That seemed to miss there, but that drive impact from the logo by ElFrodo proving extra problematic. Killer Rooster going to use what little drive he's got left to close it out and leave Frodo on red with an unused critical art there. 1-0 for the Killer Rooster.
All right.
Hey, Frog, as you mentioned earlier, hopefully you see more of those Dragon Lashes.
You know what? It definitely could work here. I think when dealing with the Bogart and how he likes to try to crack shoot, close the distance, maybe it could be a nice little pseudo creep out tool, or just something that you can kind of keep your opponent guessing.
Yeah. And Frodo falling out of that Jinrai sequence there, able to connect and win a trade with a low forward to push him in the corner, and that's where Killer Rooster has to find his way out of.
I don't think you have the life lead to keep playing that fireball trade-off game there, Killer.
Yeah. Very difficult to do a drive rush up through that. And you know, one thing that was interesting is that we saw in that previous match with Pawpaw against Killer Rooster was Killer Rooster was almost like anticipating an approach. Pawpaw was anticipating an approach from Killer Rooster, was able to use confirms that Killer Rooster just like basically autopiloted it.
Oh no!
Nice into that.
No combo after the perfect parry. Kind of a rare drop from ElFrodo. Maybe he's starting to get a little flustered a little bit. Has to deal with it. And you see.
Oh, bad Dragon Lash. Very bad Dragon Lash there. And then the crack shoot here. Don't do the super, but no, that's level 1. We got no projectile invincibility on that one, sir.
I was saying, why did you use your level 2 there? He got so greedy trying to hold on to his resources. I think the level 2 does have some vulnerability frames that you can utilize, but you gotta spend it. Not like that. Spending the cash at the wrong time. And Killer Rooster now starting to feel the pain and feel the pressure.
Against an overdrive power wave there. That's just brutal. Good block against the overhead there, but that sucks when you get that punish, but it comes at a distance too far to continue the punish. ElFrodo showing no hesitation, double dipping on that power geyser like George Costanza dipping his chip into the sauce. I'll dip as I please. Burns the meter for the equalizer.
Nice, see him keep it going, man. I think Killer, it may have worked against his last opponent, maybe somebody who's not too familiar, maybe with the Ken Master, but you can definitely see Frodo willing to take his turn back when he has to. So I think he's going to have to start playing a lot more solid. I mean, you saw the last time he did the Jin Ryu kicks, he kind of just took the mix-up, and this time Frodo immediately going for a quick little low light jab. So has to start playing a little bit more frame tight.
Yeah, facts. And what I like about this, too, despite the fact that Killer Rooster gets the damage, when he takes that drive impact there, let's see what comes out of that. But despite the fact that he took that damage, Killer Rooster really was holding out for a while to not get burned out. And I kind of approved of that, because I think sometimes in that situation with a corner in sight, yielding that 30% life lead there is probably the lesser of two evils compared to taking the burnout.
You could fit into his future interactions, because again, it's not like he's necessarily playing bad, just making some decisions that are costing him a little bit.
Yeah, the risk reward's in your favor there, because if you get a button there that you reinitiate your offense. If not, you'll take the damage, but you still got the drive going on there.
Right, you try to spend it there. Definitely could have built up in time. Looking for a low light confirm just to make sure you can close out the round.
Yeah, and to your credit, Leapfrog, what you're pointing out is, we've seen a tendency from Killer Rooster to make a round 3 problem be a round 2 decision there.
Yep.
And, sometimes it's gambling on wanting to have that resource management to go into the next one, costing you the round. And especially in Street Fighter 6, that is just something that definitely gets exposed in this game. That type of decision making.
I think it's one of those things. Another, able to react this time around, and now he's in burnout as well. This is gonna suck.
If he gets a little closer there, gets the splat. Let's see if he can go the distance there. The Dragon Lash. Okay, gets a little extracurricular, and then uses the level 2 to seal the deal there. Killer Rooster with the 2-1 lead.
That's what I'm talking about. The adjustments on adjustments. Killer Rooster able to take the lead back in their favor, but again, it ain't over till it's over. He does need to close out the set. Don't want to get too complacent.
Oh wow, yeah.
That
holding on to that parry too long.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Holding on to that parry for too long there, and then just being able to see, yeah, we've seen it being able to close out there, and then it's that space. Oh wow, what a meterless. Nice tackle out there, buys him some space. And he goes meterless because that doesn't want to burn himself out there. So we can continue with the crack shot, but again, the lack of projectile invincibility proves to be Killer Rooster's undoing there, but let's see, he gets himself a little bit of space there. Got a little room to work with. What a back and forth set we're having.
Hold the phone now. It could be anybody's game on this one. Resources on deck for Frodo, and I think he's going to try to spend it. No, not quite. He's going to go for another reset. Oh, parries the last game. He puts himself in a burnout. What a decision. Oh, the Jimothy caught him with the overhead. He did the low last time, so instinctively ready to try and duck. And what a turnaround from Killer. I thought that round was definitely in favor of Frodo.
I thought so too, but it seemed that he was really betting on going for the wall splat rather than the confirm on the counter hit, because that would have proven the round there in particular, but instead that gave Killer Rooster a new lease on life. And look at the drive game disparity that can happen. He gets a little aggressive here. Maybe you want to throw out a Dragon Lash out there. Frodo holding on to that yellow bit of drive slash out there to maintain the pressure. Oh, that QHD gives him the level 3. Really going to do a number here.
I saw that, Carhu. Thank you for the $10 contribution directly into tonight's Matcherino. Now sitting at $42.50, and Killer Rooster sitting in the corner while in burn.
Yeah, giving him a little space. He's trying to predict that jump away from the corner or a super.
He did. And now he's he used that last DI just to try maybe catch a move on approach.
Oh, so lucky. So lucky Rooster didn't get into that level 3 there, because that would have been the match there in particular, but Killer Rooster steps away anyway with that sequence of medium kicks. 10 getting the job done for Killer Rooster.
Let's make it happen. Yo, is that Jack 22? You know, I was talking about commentating the Fatal Fury top 8. Guess who was in that top 8? My boy Jack 22. There's no Rock Howard in this game, but he will settle for the mine.
Yeah, my Shiranui versus Terry Bogard here in Street Fighter 6, and you know, that's not the most ridiculous of the guest character crossovers we got going on here. I think Terry's looks a bit underrated in the green. He could have had enough time off that drive rush spear stance to pull back that drive impact, but in which case, I guess the mental stack was just a little too stacked in there, and Duozza buys themselves a little bit of time out of the corner.
Is Duozza actually from Hawaii?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too, because that's a bit of a distance.
Could be I would say a long distance connection, so it could have been just not able to react to the connectivity. But you know, sometimes Street Fighter servers can be a blessing, and sometimes it can be like, wow, I legitimately could not see that coming.
Well, you know, out of Hawaii, they also do get hurricanes. Oh, gets that level 1, but still, that Kageno no Mai was able to get it on the edge there, because not only does they get the escape from that, but they get an installation, as you see, with that double Ruenru, and then with the overdrive going for a second installation. Does that give them an extra set of hands? Yes, it does. Another mixtape. More fire.
You were asking me, I was like, of course it does. So you just spend all 5 so you can go into another level 1 and get another 5 stack.
That's optimization, man. I know Viper players do that stuff as well, because I'm one of them. But it's great to see. Oh, using the overdrive there. Of course, that distance in there. Oh, yeah. Bust the wolf. They're okay.
Go do it again. Chip damage, trying to be a factor. Yo, the pushback made the whiff happen, so Jack was able to narrowly secure that round. It did cost him all of his resources, but it doesn't matter. It's we're talking about. We only need level 1, and we're going.
I think that drive impact was so unpredictable. Like, immediately, like, matching that fearsome roundhouse before the meter even built back there. They get that step X in roundhouse. Oh, the Ruenru gets a drop, though. And overdrive Ruenru needed that juggle thing. Yeah, and all those level 1s on
we got
Jack.
this time.
And there's no installs off that either. So those fans stay cold as the other side of the pillar.
Unfortunate, yeah. Jack bet it all on the line. Got lucky a couple times with the lack of punish from Duozza and sometimes those lucky pushbacks. But once he kind of got his footing beneath him, able to secure the round and actually secure that first game.
Yeah, and that hella lucky baited, that hella lucky level 1 leapfrog as well.
Very. I mean, there's so. Sometimes you have to just pray that you're lucky. I'd rather be lucky than good, but at some point in time, the skill will overcome.
Oh, gets that overhead there, and then immediately goes with a parry for the bait. Interesting sequence there. Both players seem like they're really trying to give each other some rope to make some of those mistakes to work with. Ooh. Oh, I love that extension. Yeah, using the standing medium punch, rather, to continue that string and go with that pressure. And as we've seen from Jack 22, has not met a level 1 super they did not like.
Oh, is that going to connect? Yeah, pretty close to the wall. But a drop again from Duozza. Able to keep things going. Jack revitalized. And we got all 5 spans, so you know what's going to happen. We're just going to spin all of them immediately.
Yeah, and you get that buff version of the level 1 when you hit it like that. I mean, Duozza was in the driver's seat with that sequence there, but the crack shot was just out of the baking soda and not able to connect.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, no splat though. No splat though. Caught him in the middle of something there. That really
I think it was in the middle of the combo, so it doesn't get that wall splat, luckily. But Jack still feeling the pressure. I think he's just going to wind up trying to go for it another time. Yeah, that was obvious. Again, I'm not a big Street Fighter head, and even I saw that one coming. Lock in, gang.
I think Duozza was a bit inclined to do more of that pressure coming in there, just simply because there was no level 1 on deck for Jack 2. Even though Mai does have a DP that she can work with there, but when you look at it, when you're working with mental stack there, and you get a good read on your opponent's options, it really varies the decisions you got. And Duozza is going to stay. You might as well change my name into a Yowza. Oh. Extra pineapple on that pizza, Hawaii style. Nope, backs up.
Nothing, dude. Yeah, just complete whiffs.
And this time he's gonna let the fire like go all the way and do its distance. You know, first time had the hand on the stove a little early. This time, you know, waits out there, gets a little bit of those oven mitts out there. Now we cooking. Duozza up 2-0.
Oh yeah. It's like my dog jumping on the trampoline. It'll get shocked a couple times, but then it starts to learn, starts to adapt, and it'll start to tap the edge before he puts his whole paw on. So now, Duozza, 2-0 lead, Jack 22. Gotta rethink your game plan, because those random level 1s are not working anymore.
I'm sorry, Leapfrog, but did you just mention you have an electrified trampoline? Because that sounds awesome.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know when you jump on trampoline for a bit, it makes it so like you wind up shocking the metal.
Static charge, yes. I have a strong static charge myself. I can't be around electronic blocks.
Oh yeah, I can see your hair. I can tell would just go crazy.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the things stick to me all the time. So, Duozza here getting very closer to match point here. Great round working with the fundamentals and the buttons here. Oh, got those jabs out there, but a little too many jabs.
Yeah, cross up, not gonna find it. For the low, does still find it. Jack trying to make the comeback. If you get another confirm, maybe to a level 2, might be enough to kill. Puts himself in burnout, but he goes right into a throw. One more interaction, might be dead. Tries to go anti-air and again lands on the low. Great awareness from Duozza.
When I see full screen air-to-airs like that, I can't help but, and when I see like that overdrive power wave coming out there, I can't help but feel like I'm playing like old school Fatal Fury 2, where you have the level hazards and they're jumping out in like the three-dimensional spaces into like different parts of the screen that plays on different planes. You got different x-axes going on. This matchup goes deep like that.
It feels like it, right? It feels like they're going into layer 3 into a situation, but a level 3. Now, I was talking about layer 3s. How about a level 3 from Jack 22? Big damage, but still got a little bit life to work with, so gotta still play a little bit more aggressive to try to take an equalizing round.
Yeah, and with that drive gauge disparity as well, see if Jack forces the issue there, but Duozza, even when burned out, using the crack shot as if Jack was burned out. Punish counter throw. Oh no, gets flat. CA on deck. Gonna go for the level 3, but I mean, honestly, could have finished the job with the extended power geyser. But let's see how awesome that critical art was. Bam! With authority, closes it out for a 3-0. A decisive 3-0 too. An 8:40 p.m. 3-0. I'm guilty. So, Dijin versus Frodo here. Let's see if Dijin can prove to be a dark horse here, making it into the top 8, going up against Frodo, who's Terry we saw earlier.
All right, but here we go. It's unfortunate, Dijin, has to be the last match for him, and this is going to be the match that could make or break his top 8 appearance. It's got to be a Terry Bogard mirror match.
Oh, I love that approach, though. After the overdrive round wave, firming that low forward there. Frodo fights back there. Good shimmy. Gets that target combo after the low forward there. More drive rush on deck. Gets that overhead. Oh, that could have been a lot more problematic there. Using that rising tackle and baiting another rising tackle. Yeah, Dijin got it going on there. You know that is a jam because Jelly don't shake like that. That was a shot of crack to get the first round.
Hey, this
R.I.P. Stuart Scott, 90 Sports Center.
Is that what it was? Okay, I was gonna say I never heard of that. Some of the things he was saying tonight have been catching me off guard. I have to mute up.
I'm a little too 90s for you, bro. I get it.
No, it's a good thing. I want you to keep it going. They fluster me to the point I'm like, wow, that was amazing. I just didn't expect it.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, hitting both sides. That wasn't even a cross-cut rising tackle. He hit that rising tackle from the back.
Yeah, if you do it, it corrects itself. It goes both directions.
That is awesome.
I know it's July, but it still goes both ways.
I love those confirms off the overdrive, Dave. Love those confirms off the overdrive. Beautiful move. Oh, triggered the power geyser, though. Oh,
got him. What? Where's the punish? Frodo!
He's going to make him pay. He hacky sacks that into the power charge and then asks if he's okay. But he's really got to see if he's okay enough to make it in the top 8 here.
All right, goldfish memory. You gotta just tune it out. That was a big mistake, but you can't dwell on it. Right? You gotta just lock in and go straight into match number 2 because Dijin is doing exactly that.
And for those of you still stuck in a ranked match, I trolled. But the ladder's been closed, by the way. The queue is closed. We are tallying up for the top 8 after this last match. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I show Jerry's pretty cool. 100%. Dang! Right back at you.
Yeah, Dijin with that knowledge check. He knows that block string is absolutely looser than an undone paperclip.
Yeah, I think that's the blessing and the curse of running the mirror match is that they know their own gaps. They know their own strengths and weaknesses. So you got to be really cautious when you try to go for a little loosey-goosey.
But they're still fishing for those low forwards there, and I don't blame him. Terry's got one of the most rewarding in the game in this. Again, it is a button I wish was that good in other KOFs when I was stuck with immigration issues in Venezuela. Mm-hmm. Terry didn't have buttons like that. I had to play KOF 98, and that game sucked.
I heard the combo challenges on that game are pretty cool, though.
They're all right, but I mean, like, it's definitely a step back from 98 and nowhere near as good as 2000 or 2000. We don't talk about it anymore.
Oh, boy.
Frodo browns it there. I like that. Walking forward with that overhead there. No drive, no problem. My man gets this.
Yeah, and you see they've been threatening for the lows, the low boards of the entire set at the moment. So now those overheads feel a little bit more volatile. Frodo trying to carry some momentum in, but he still walks into a throw. And another overhead, but no count, no confirm on the combo.
Dijin there getting that burnout. Oh no! This is with the anti-air. That's going to prove problematic. Yeah, he's going to get that level 3, and the reason he's going to do that is so he can get that drive gauge back and drive Dijin into that yellow area there for the critical. If it connects. No, he's got a little bit of drive and a little bit of life left outside of the critical. Let's see.
Yeah, he's got to start playing a little patient. Trying to give yourself some breathing room, but try to go for a throw in that situation. Not going to pay off successfully. Nope. Still alive, though. He's going to jump over it. Yeah, way too close. And ElFrodo, I mean, despite how, one side of that first match went, able to tie things up.
Yeah, Leapfrog, he teched himself and then wrecked himself there. Proving really costly for Dijin, stopping his momentum there. Frodo scores that equalizer.
And again, I don't want to make this match seem like, do or die situation, but honestly, I think Dijin really needs the win here if he wants to make it into the top 8.
Oh, absolutely. With the door closed out there, he's going to be thrown out of the top 8 like Uncle Phil thrusting Jazz when he gives Hillary that wrong look.
What?
That's a Fresh Prince one.
Okay. I didn't get to watch that show. Yeah, I missed that one.
Oh, really? That's one of the things. Oh, that power charge, mad unsafe.
I was born in the 2000s, dude.
Oh, you missed a lot of great stuff.
I know. I recognize it. I know the song. I know the intro song, but that's about it.
Yeah, it definitely is a meme there. Yo, big scoop energy by Dijin. Frodo holding on that parry a little bit too long. He's going to get that sequence, that scoop out there. Oh, exchanging. You whip. I make sure that I come with authority there, showing him when you're not able to come complete on that exchange of those standing roundhouses.
Yeah, it's hard. It's so tempting to try to mirror the same move your opponent does when you're playing the same character, especially when it's that good of a button.
I mean, yeah, as you know, I have that scrub mentality where, like, when I see someone use a mechanic or a button, I'm like, oh, huh? You think you know how to use that one? I'm going to show you that trick and show you how to do it. It's like we want those little moral victories here. But, I mean, Dijin's on the bubble here, and he punches his ticket there with that 2, going up 2-1. Oh, no, yeah, missing on that rising tackle. A lot of missed time he's on that rising tackle there, especially for a mirror match.
Luckily, he still got away, relatively unscathed. There wasn't too much damage he could have knocked out of there, but I mean, he's still in a really bad spot, completely overheated, burned out. My bad, wrong game.
Yeah, and you're able to use that sequence there from the low forward into that charging combo to the crack shot against Burnout really well. I mean, Burnout is such an amazing tool against. Crack shot is such an amazing tool against burned out opponents.
With throw attempt from Dijin, that could have been really bad for him, but it's still going to be able to get that low confirm. I think he's going to wind up spending most of his resources, if not all of it. Level 1, and that's going to be enough to kill.
Frodo is not okay. He is against the ropes after getting busted with the wolf.
Okay, trying to tie it up. Frodo starting to feel himself a little bit. Just dashing.
Rush, bro. I love it. If you're gonna hold that parry down against the sequence out there, he's gonna make sure he throws you on the back of the star.
You know what that means? He's gonna try to mix up the timing a little bit on the parry. Maybe try to go for another rising tackle. Potentially. I know these guys get a little crazy with their buttons.
Oh, great sequence there by Luka. Terry with the red vest. Scores that big throw. Gets him near the critical.
I told you. Rising tackle. Don't hold that parry for too long. Oh, wow, nice confirm. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's stand fierce. You know, some people have said that Terry's standing fierce punch is one thing that kind of holds him back from getting into the toppest of tiers, so to speak, in Street Fighter 6 in particular. But, I mean, showing no problem as Dijin punches his ticket to the match point situation there. Another punish counter throw against the parry.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to threaten that overheat again. The burnout. We're looking at Fatal Fury characters. I can't help myself.
No doubt. I don't blame you at all. Yep, that's a loose block string. Great way to set up the juggle stand up. The punish counter, standing jab, he gets that rising tackle to go with it.
It's a really good spot. A little bit of a lead when it comes to the drive gauge, but he's going to try to spend as much of it as he can. Nice little counter and low jab with a perfect parry from Dijin. Drops the combo.
Oh, that's going to do it if he gets that confirmed.
Into another one.
Yeah, just continues to double down on that pressure. As he saw, he has so much room on that plate at the cookout there. We got Razek going up against Dummy 420. We're kicking things off on the top 8 losers style.
Yeah, you already know I was talking about Razek still sticking with the M.Bison. Dummy still on the jury. But let's see if we can make it happen. Let's go. I think it's a Mexico matchup between these two. I think they're both from Mexico.
Yes, you are correct with that. I mean, I do believe that as well. And that's one thing that gave Dictator in this game is they made him a hella good low forward to work with here. All right, Razek using all of that drive gauge out there to give himself a 60% advantage on that life lead. Ooh. And Cammy wisely using that drive impact there to break away from the mine and maintain that corner pressure. Drive gauge is automatically restored after he gets flat. And yeah, that is that's a thing, man. That's an issue. That's definitely one of those things that I think cost Obido Evo against Problem X in Street Fighter 5 is just trying to DP those EX head stomps or double reverse. The Razek does that, but W420 though recovers with it, and does the level 1 go the distance? Yes, sir, it does.
Wow, that was surprising. After getting put into a stun situation, a stun lock, I was definitely thinking Razek was going to be able to close out that round, but the fact that Dummy is able to secure the round and lock in shows his perseverance. The tenacity definitely is a factor when it comes to this matchup. But benefit also, we got first to 3 all the way through the rest of the top 8.
And Indeed, and Rusek immediately cashing out with that level 3. I actually respect this decision doing this one down around the middle of the round 2, because honestly, you got a lot. If he plays his cards right, there's a lot of Street Fighter to play here that will lead to having that level 3 or that critical art in the clutch to close it out. Watch out for that mine, though. Gonna press forward with it. Yeah, dummy gets caught and then has to get another mine. But this time, the counter hit does convert. It seems that dummy's what some players would call his stubbornness. Some people see as perseverance here. Continues to move that, uses a little bit of that sliver of the drive, yet the same side stop. Give me that shimmy into that low strong for that first point on the board.
Okay, I like what I'm seeing here. Gotta keep that going into game number 2, numero dos. And I was definitely wrong. Maybe it was back in the day, but it says dummy on his start DD. He's from New Jersey, so may have missed that.
Yeah, wakes up with that EX pinwheel there. Interesting decision there to give Juri a DP. That's made her one of the strongest characters in this game here. Drive rush throw, instant denial.
See, he got punished the last time he went for the pinwheel, but, I mean, able to utilize it the last couple times, and it's definitely paying off to his factor because now he's able to take the round lead, looking real confident. I think, you know, keeping the air in control for a character like Juri is super important.
Yeah, honestly, I think sticking to your guns in some of the decisions that you're making there, some players may call it stubborn, but at the same time, I mean, as long as you maintain an aura of unpredictability out there, and you're able to just win in some scrambles, you'll go the distance with it. I like how Rastek uses the fear of that exploding mine there to score that throw off that punish counter there. Like, it's one of those throws to see the punish counter throw before the parry was even initiated. That's fantastic.
Ooh, the whiff. Beautiful punish from Dummy. And guess what? He's going to spend some resources, put himself in the plus range. Let's keep it going. You try to parry me? Ain't no way.
Safe jump Swift there with the Feng Shui engine just running all day on repeat. Endless target combos inventing themselves against a burnt out opponent. This is one of the most, it's one of the most uncomfortable positions you can be in Street Fighter 6, especially given this kind of matchup where Dictator doesn't really have a go-to reversal.
All right, see if we can keep it going. One more round, one more game for Doomy to be able to eliminate Rasek. Because again, we do the ladder format until we get to the top 8, and then we cut into a traditional top and bottom half of our top 8 via winners and losers. So loser will be eliminated.
See, Rasek getting a lot of mileage out of that mine play as well. Counter hit throw, no extra animation or sequence coming at it, but not afraid. Give me 2 scoops like that Razor Brand there. Oh, the stomp. Hits in front, lands on the other side. Very few jump-ins like that happen in Street Fighter in general. But you know how much utility that you get off of it.
Dang, I was greedy trying to go for another stack to build up, but guess what? It paid off in his favor because now he's got a lot to work with. And now we're back in center stage. It's kind of a guessing game on who's going to be able to press first. Rasek, you already know, he establishes the minefields early. And guess what? We detonate.
Yeah, and he just sweeps across that floor like a Roomba with that drive rush low medium kick. Some of the things they've given Dictator in this instance of the game here, which makes him move a little different, is having a really good low forward kick that's confirmable. That's like basically as confirmable as a Shoto. And then also at the same time, no longer making the knee press a charge, so he can at will walk forward and go over those grounded projectiles, proving to be very advantageous against Juri as he gets his first point on the board.
Yeah, very dominant match from Rasek. So I think Doomy, you know, is one of those things. He was able to play his game, play his style for that first half, but now this is Bison time. I think you're going to have to start changing up your strategy just a tad bit because now it's starting to be a little predictable for him.
And when you got that range, when you got that reach, and about like probably a 6-frame startup, that you got something on that low forward there, Juri can't really space trap you as well as you see using those strings into the Fuha, which Dummy was using a lot of and getting a lot of mileage out of it.
Still keeping it close. Could be anybody's game here. We still got pretty healthy on drive gauge as well, so anybody just looking for an opening. You see Dummy just applying a ton of pressure, looking for another overhead as well, but he's just going to raw button his way out of the corner. Set the minefield, going to preserve some of that meter. He is an overheat, so he's got to be careful.
Yeah, that burnout appeared to be inevitable there for Rasek, but I mean, like, really wanted to lose that near checkmate, get out of that near checkmate situation of having to defend against the Feng Shui engine when burned out. We saw earlier in one of Dummy's initial victories here how problematic that can prove to be. But that stand roundhouse gets that confirm off their pinwheel with the juggle. Now off of another shimmy. He's got him stepping back and cooking. Dummy doing work here, moving into the match point.
Okay. Stomping, setting that aura. You were talking about it earlier about setting that dominating, that menacing pressure. You know, while Bison does have that naturally, I mean, you have to make sure your opponent actually respects it. Dummy doesn't care. He's going straight balls to the wall offense.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, get as many balls against the walls as you possibly can here when you got the Feng Shui engine installed against a burnt out opponent, going coast to coast, got him against the fence. A little bit of that drive game gonna come back there, pushes back with a knee press, but could prove problematic here as Dummy goes the distance there and then gets that strike throw mix-up.
Okay. Oh yeah!
Oh, level 3, there we go.
That's what I was talking about, the disrespect. Yeah, it's critical art, and look at that drive gauge. Boom! Completely burned out. And he's in the corner, Psycho Crusher as well, just to keep applying more pressure. Just gotta just find one simple DI, that's all they need here.
That's some safe pressure there, using that Psycho Crusher. Especially what I like about it is it's a low crush move as well. And we saw how much Dummy's switching to get it down on the ground, but oh man! The knee was not enough to chip! Not enough! Instead, a raw punish counter was there on the...
Right, here we go. Game number 1, baby. Some more Manon action. And guess what? This is not going to be the only Manon player that we have in our top 8, and I'm sure this won't be the last we'll see of Cammy.
Oh, definitely not in particular, but yeah, Holo is a different Cammy than the 3 that we saw in the previous top 8. And then he uses a lot of that hooligan slide there. I guess trying to force that crouch block there because that hooligan into the overhead is so rewarding. And when we saw Pawpaw was able to get a lot of mileage out of it, that stand jab into that drive rush, but trying to drive rush in there and get the grab. It's got a little slippery with that, and you're going to see a lot of those stand roundhouses come into play.
Dang! Crossed him up. Wasn't ready on the wake up to be able to turn around 180 and you know, playing very elusive like you kind of need to be with Cammy. I mean, if you're not ready for those you know, quick little EX dash-ins, it can be very overwhelming for some players.
Yeah, and it's interesting to use a mix-up that corners yourself. Often in previous Street Fighter games, it's usually not a great decision to do. So Cammy definitely has to double down with an extra mix-up to go the distance. Oh, clutch parry against that impact.
Big damage. And that's going to be dead. Yep. Cash out. Spend it all. I don't care how many medallions you got. You are dead.
Yeah, and you see that variance in the aerial approach there. That's going to be the great equalizer in there against Manon's pokes and drive rush pressure that comes into the mix. Wanted to also mention, not a fan of Elena in this game particularly, but I do love that her theme of it. It's fantastic. Soundtrack in this game's been gas, honestly.
Oh yeah, every time it comes up on my feed, I always tend to listen to the whole thing. I'm like, dang, this is a banger. What is it? And I'm like, Street Fighter. Oh, it's supposed to be a Tekken Blazer. What's going on here?
Like Leapfrog, you saw that earlier in previous rounds during the pools. Pawpaw's crouching fierce and a follow-up afterward proved to be a very serviceable anti-air. But one of the things that has given Cammy a top-tier privilege going all the way back to other legacy Street Fighters is the fact that she has the ability to close the distance, shorten the distance on her jumping, be it with dive kicks and certain normals. And in order to do that, when doing that, you see those big whiffs on those anti-air normals that gave way to that low forward drive rush shenanigans.
And I think he's going to try to continue utilizing it, especially if Pawpaw doesn't have an answer for it. Right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So if he's going to find success doing what he's been, winning with, he's going to keep trying to utilize it as best as he can, unless he keeps running into more command throws like that. And now, hopefully he's found an answer, because, I mean, if he doesn't, we're going to find an 0-2 deficit, but we do have 5 stacks of medallions locked and loaded.
Yeah, I mean, got a few whips on those command grab attempts earlier there, but it was able to secure 3 medals in that clutch situation there with the equalizer down. Now going into it both with the meter full and with that level 5. Gets that command grab from Cammy. Let's see more hooligans happening. There's that overhead.
Dude.
And then whipping up in the drive. Yes, let's take it.
Yeah, I was saying cash out immediately. I mean, the delay on that landing almost defying gravity. It forces you to try to duck in that situation, and it actually is enough to kill. Golly. You said it wasn't dead, Megan of Dawn. Why are you lying to us?
I mean, you know, Cammy
Big fat liar in the chat.
Cammy players love to downplay themselves and their efforts there, but Holo's throwing out like the usage of the buttons here as well, like getting that confirm off that stand short, and then using some more of those lights there to be able to police Paw Paw's approach.
Chatter's curse. Yeah, I trusted you, man. I trusted you guys. All right, gotta lock in though. Stay focused on the game. Paw Paw. Again, he's utilizing his command throws well. I think he's getting to the stacks, but he's got to be able to actually utilize them late game.
Yeah, the drive rush is really working at Paw Paw's favor here, but that's creating a disparity in the drive gauge economy here. Because we saw when Holo was able to cash in on some opportunities, as you're seeing now. And oh, another one of those overheads out there. You know, Paw Paw just does not want to get that Hurricane Rana. That mix-up happening there. We talk about Cammy being a command grab character. Paw Paw does not want to yield that, and in doing so, that overhead from Cammy can prove to be extra problematic when you got the resources and the damage on the table.
Oh yeah, turns her into you know, to a regular weapon into a nuclear bomb. You already know Holo's gonna take full advantage of it. We got plenty of Cammy down players that are gonna try to tell me otherwise, but this chick is one to be afraid of.
Oh, unblock there. Unblock up that drive rush. Baits that drive reversal there. The shimmy leads to the punish counter throw by virtue of getting that throw whip in there.
Did he get him?
I don't know. Yeah, no. Yeah, a little too high on that hitbox there. Going to take it. And normally, like, teching in the throw in clutch situations against Cammy is often a recipe for disaster across various Street Fighter titles, because I have eaten a lot of damage from those situations from many different Cammys across many different generations. Holo playing it like, I mean, yo, just the fact that you put the idea that you're going to mash in the opponent's head, that is what is worth, that is the value that you're looking for. You got to put the fear of the mash more than the mash.
I tell people you got to put the fear of God and anime on your side.
Yeah, exactly. Way to put it in there, Leapfrog here. Ruffian, yeah, already has yet to get hit. Moving around, flexing a little bit, using that stand roundhouse for mobility, but oh, that time a little ill-advised here. We've got another Manon in the match, as you mentioned. We got that representation of the top 8. This time with the outfit 3, and you see that drive rush bait there, trying to feint that with the drive rush instant jab to try to get a Blanka up ball.
Yeah, he's trying to threaten the Blanka Chandal, because you already know as soon as it goes off screen, no longer available to actually utilize, but still able to actually get it activated. DI's the perfect time, not a second time though, and he still catches it with a low.
Yeah, that was good defense against that. That was a good, fantastic drive reversal out there to call it out, but in particular here, I mean, you can see that my guy is fishing a bit. Like, for instance, my guy when is looking to get a perfect parry against that Blanka ball, because you can drive rush and push off that as well. But, I mean, when you have that awareness, the Blanka player knows what you want to do. It's like, they know. But now they know I know. Oh, here comes that level 2. Finds himself some time.
Then it goes into that layer matchup. It's like, do I know that you know that I know? And you start doing that guessing game. Now what's the mix-up? Is just another dash and throw? No, just setting the sparks fly. Gotta be careful. Not a whole lot of resources my guy can work with. He does have some medallions on deck, but not the life to work with.
What a low profile there from Ruffian Blanka, escaping that drop kick off the top rope there. It's just the maneuvering, getting around Manon's buttons here. Ruffian is just showing a lot of aptitude and experience in this matchup.
Okay, and then this is a run back from the actual the ladder side of the things. Ruffian did defeat My Guy Wins a 3-0 a little bit earlier on, so My Guy looking for the revenge. He already told me how distinctly he hates this matchup. He made it very clear of his opinions in the Utah FGC chat.
Oh, really? He doesn't like Blanka. Oh, join the club.
So yeah, we understand. But the problem is that the character he's playing too, so he doesn't have a leg to stand on.
Maybe he just needs a few toys to play with here. I mean, Ruffian is doing well without the Who Get This to go with extra shocking, catches him on that low and takes to the skies. Ruffian treads through, but hey, I know, man. Blanka's a problem. I'm a CBS2 player. I absolutely know how much of a problem this guy's doing. This is the first match of the winner's side that we've got. Ruffian versus myguywins here, and on the other side we got EC versus Luka. So stay tuned for that one here. Ruffian corner and toe. Using that, you see that standing short there after the drive rush? That is such a deceptive tactic. Yep, using those buttons. Gets into the level 3 there. I mean, up against the ropes, nothing to lose. This is going to build the drive gauge towards a place that's going to be recoverable with the mix-up, but also burn out Ruffian there. But not a lot of damage for a level 3 there, not a lot. Especially one Sliver could have got to the critical art as well. But now it's a drive gauge disparity that does it. Blanka Ball gets stuffed off the ropes with the dive kick. And there's that level 1, but still not enough. Okay, Ruffian spends all the resources out there. myguywins still holding on to a Sliver. Yeah, really fishing for that perfect parry against the Blanka. And if he gets that one, I mean, it could prove to work there, but it's ill-advised step. Sometimes dancing with yourself, you want to dance with someone else. Well, from Madonna in the 80s.
There you go. Easy said it. Nerf Blanka. That's all we need. And then we're golden. Just gotta channel the inner nerfs in your mind. You just tell him he's not as strong as I truly believe he is. Oh, okay, starting to open him up again, but you see him playing the neutral. I mean, Ruffian always threatening with the tick throw and doing that against a grappler. I mean, not a grappler, but like a character with a very strong command throw. It definitely sets that tone of like, yeah, I'm not afraid of anything we have to do.
Yeah, and it's usage of that roundhouse too, being able to challenge some of the buttons out there in neutral. And not discouraged when burned out. Here comes that level 2. Does the screen freeze? Goes for the up ball. Yeah, I thought there was an opportunity to take it there. In turn, gets splatted, and my guy's got a little bit of a drive rush on the plate between the string beans and the cornbread to go and take a little extra bite of that Blanka and get one round on the board.
Okay, this could be the momentum we needed to kind of shift things into his favor. I was gonna say he tried to go for a parry at that moment to try to get him out of harm's way. Maybe caught him trying to do another throw attempt. DI putting back into center stage, but still got a lot of work to do.
Good punish counter throw. myguywins has to score that burnout there. I mean, with the corner in tow there. Oh, good confirm into that level 2. Great damage. Takes a big chunk out of that drive gauge. Ruffian still has a little bit to work with. Give himself an overdrive Blanka Ball or some other tactics as well.
Nice.
That was beautiful. Well done.
Elegant.
Well played. I think it was really myguywins just adapts there, using more of the buttons out there in neutral, more reward. Instead of like just fishing for opportunities that weren't coming across there. Oh, just as I say that, commentator's curse, whip punish on that stand roundhouse. Hey, I'm not ashamed to admit it, you know. I've been doing this for a while, man. Trust me.
Yeah, I'll say you've probably been doing it longer than I've been alive, so definitely see that coming. Just like I saw the DI attempt from my guy. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, when you see the green smoke of a when you see the green smoke of a drive rush coming against a drive impact, you know it's gonna be bad news. And these are both two characters that like can look like they're a little overcommitted on the strings, but they can definitely reset their footwork and drive impact you back. Ruffian is now on match point, 1 away from being the first in the winner's final.
Again, that'll be a guaranteed top 3 finish out here. Blanka still active. Yes, he has to just hold down back the entire time. That's unfortunate. Guaranteed a little mix there. Oh boy. My guy trying to keep the pressure going. Tries to go for another command throw, but you already saw Ruffian was 2 steps ahead of him. Already going airborne, and now you have to deal with a Blanka that's electrified in the corner. That's a tough ask.
Yeah, I think some players are, if they're like 1 round away from victory there, and they see the medal count at 3. Normally the rule of thumb is you want to commit a little bit more and more to that command grab, because you know those opportunities are going to keep coming with it. But Ruffian closes Luka earlier with the Terry. EC using the Juri that we've all known too well. If I recall correctly, EC's won 8 of the breakout series.
Yes.
In particular, yeah, representing Mexico as well.
Honestly, that number sounds very reminiscent of how many Paragon titles he's won as well, so I wouldn't be surprised. I didn't realize that him and Ruffian are on the same team as well, so we could see a Secta TPC mirror match or team kill in that winners semifinal or winners finals, depending on who wins here. So let's see if Luka can upset the people.
Sounds like a good problem to have for Team Secta TPC.
It's a mouthful. You guys got to get better name that.
Yeah. It is. Actually.
Maybe it's Spanish. Maybe we got to translate it better.
Oh, no projectile invincibility on the Bust a Wolf. Instead, the Wolf gets busted. Not much of a punish, though, from EC, though. That's going to give Luka a little borrowed time to work with. But that EX pinwheel trying to drive rush that extra pressure. Overextends it. That's like the third time you roll doubles on Monopoly. You got to go to jail. You got to think about what you've done. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200.
I was afraid of a retaliation, so you got to make sure you pay attention for those. The reversals starting to hit like a truck.
Ooh, I love that neutral jump, calling out the tech with brilliance, and especially characters like Ken and Juri who have that downward facing normal on that Pierce gives them a little more to work with and prove extra problematic in pain.
Oh, nice. That did actually enough to kill.
Yeah, that punish counter throw, excellent setup there on that meaty grab. EC making it look easy, and I know I've said that before.
Making it look easy. Maybe that's how you pronounce his name. I've been asking him for a long time how to pronounce his name, and he just types his name out when I ask him how to pronounce it. He doesn't ever actually phonetically type it out for me, so I have to just guess. I would assume maybe it's EC like EC.
Or IC,
matches.
Or ISI, or Yeezy. I hope not, but I mean,
bro, if he runs up to me at a local and says it's actually pronounced Yeezy, I'll punch him straight in the mouth.
Keep him in game. In the game.
Yeah, in game. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Drive impact into the wall. You know? Yeah.
That'd be like the Marisa.
Right. Gladius charged. Yeah. Oh, throws that overhead there. But wakes up with the level 1. Luka trying to respond with that was something there.
Enish. Nice. Beautiful bait. Doesn't get a combo though. Another drop. So an opportunity for Luka. But he walks into it again. A third opportunity. Third time's the charm. We got this.
Good call out there. Yeah, using the
He had another chance. He had another chance on top of that. Wasn't guaranteed. Oh, dang it. Luka, so many opportunities, not able to utilize them.
And like EC also just showing like a lot of comfort dealing with and responding to the errant crack shots in neutral that Luka's been throwing out there. Not exactly the same option that you think it is. Oh no, especially with the burnout in tow. EC's gonna use one of those stocks. Continues for the setup, proves rewarding there and steps on the projectile. It's as bad as stepping on a Lego in that case. Oh no, double down with the neutral jump. Fierce after that stomp. That is a disgusting mix, though.
Okay.
Because it's a really hard reaction to punish people in those like scramble situations off of a neutral jump, and only like a few players who really are like wired to do it can really do it.
And it's difficult too because I mean even when you try to whip punish those, sometimes those lows come out so quickly you just get a trade off of it. And if you're not ready for the retaliation after the trade, sometimes they can just mash through it and then they wind up getting a full combo conversion right afterwards.
Yep, facts. As EC is up 2-0 with Luka in the corner here. Got himself a 40% life lead there, and that shimmy stand fierce. That is one of the worst places, the worst things you can give a Juri player, because they will not only go to town, they will find all the sweet spots and take you out for the ramen and pho and just do a number on your credit card statement.
All right, here we go. Set point for EC to meet his teammate in that winners finals, Luka. You gotta lock it again.
The
Pass
shimmy
the ball
again. Moving backwards with the grace. And still, you know, showing that disrespect, that wake up stand jab. You better come at me with that real pressure. Let me get that low forward on you. The level 3. It's going to come very close to the winner's final. I don't think it's going to get the kill in this instance, but it's going to put EC in a great advantageous position. Takes the throw for the win.
Keep it simple, baby. Another tick throw to be able to close out the round. And this time,
different situation.
This guy does it every time.
I'm sending an email to Capcom. You got to make the move a charge. Don't make it a motion, please.
That'd be nice.
Good punish on that drive reversal there. Immediately going for the toss there, my guy. Got off to a great start.
Nah.
There's that stand jab, drive rush. You've seen how much mileage the non-players have been getting off of that and getting that momentum started up with. Oh no, well-advised pinwheel. My guy's got the reach and he's got the juggle to do it with those 6 hits. Sending him over to El Café Elixir Nandui.
What does that translate to? You speak French?
That is Cafe Elixir of some color. I speak Canadian French, but that isn't.
Oh, I would say that didn't count. So, I don't know. I didn't want to do a direct translation because it looks like Elixir the Nut or something.
Night Elixir, yeah. It's Cafe
Night Elixir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty fire. I would drink that. You been coffee guy? Yeah, I don't know why I asked that. You're literally sipping coffee as we speak.
I'm actually sipping coffee right now.
I don't know.
Hello, as black as Red Nuit, by the way. No sugar, no cream. That's how I do it. Like that stand jab, into that drive rush, into that level 3, on the vocal rest. No song, just sway. Oh, Juri's got the rhythm and not the way she wants it with perfection. My guy wins that first point.
Okay, good start for my guy wins. I was kind of worried about this the Juri matchup, but he's dealt with plenty of Juris in the past. I know for the locals, I know we had a surge. I remember 1 month we had, I think, like 6 out of the top 8 actually playing Juri at some point in time.
Nice. Yeah,
no, it was not nice. It was miserable.
I mean, as a commentator, but as a player, as a Chun-Li player, I'm kind of. I really like. It's not that it's a bad matchup for Chun-Li. It's just annoying.
I would say it wasn't horrible for these guys who are experienced with it. It was just frustrating and sometimes annoying. But I mean, you still wind up winning the tournament, so clearly you knew how to deal with it.
It's like you have pokes, but a good Juri can make them work against you. But that is a great punish there from my guy to set up that low short and take it down. Throw it down, big man. All right, okay.
Is that basketball player?
Yep, basketball Hall of Famer and announcer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, teach me the ways. I'm not a basketball head.
Man, those medium punches out there. My guy wins, getting it done in the paint. Look at that, using that walk speed to get that cross under. A very underrated anti-air tactic. You know, you set up an advantageous situation off of your opponent's decision to take to the skies, and then these counter hits proving extra problematic for dummy 420.
Yeah, now he's got access to a level 3 here, so 1 hit confirmed for my guy, and that's going to be the wraps for game number 2. So he's got to play extra cautious. He's going to go into a light confirm, spending most of his resources, wants to keep the pressure going, maybe try to utilize his overheat. Burnout. God dang.
Feng Shui engine here. Yeah, you know it's a problem, especially when they don't have meter. But my guy's got it back in the mix there. Just a little bit more furniture to rearrange for dummy 420. Oh, caught him with the perfect parry on that neutral jump there. Fantastic. Oh, called it back at it. You don't want to do that against Manon. You may think Manon is not looking in that direction. Guess again. That's exactly where she wants you to go. My guy's going to call it out, and dummy 420 is going to get smoked.
Dude, I don't understand. He has not thrown out a single like string or move that can be like perceived as like an opportunity for you to throw out a DI, and yet he still forces opponents to throw out DIs every time.
Whoa, I love that. That flying kick there, I don't quite know the move name of it. It's a special move, but going the distance from it, whether you combo it or hit it from the logo there, my guy win up 2-0 and pushes dummy towards the corner.
Yeah, it's great because guess what? Her projectiles are grounded, so you go airborne naturally with that move. So it's a great way to kind of close that gap, close that distance.
Oh, indeed. But dummy 420, no slouch. Get that confirmed in the drive rush. You see their good juggle there off the misstep on the projectile. And then you see my guy's reaching a lot with that stand jab, and it just got interrupted a few times, causing that corner pressure to happen. Oh no, that drive reversal got baited.
It's called the kicks you're talking about, the Itole.
Ah, the Itole. Or maybe that's the Itois.
Itois, yeah.
I'm gonna say that.
I did French for a couple of years too. That's terrible.
Yeah,
translates to star, I know that.
What are you doing? Grounded? No, not reach. Oh, no.
Good try. A bit of a reach, but not going to happen. He saw a flinch and he tried to react to it, but yeah,
I mean, when you're up 2-0, you got yourself a little bit of room to work with there. I mean, I think it's a bad decision in other situations, but in that one, I think it's not a bad gamble to work with for my guy.
I mean, think about it. If he hits it, he looks like a genius. I mean, he didn't hit it. It's unfortunate, but it's not a dire situation. He's still up a game, and you still have an opportunity to close out the set.
Yeah, and using that stand jab pressure, no drive rush afterwards, but using it to bulldog, walk forward and close the distance there, and push Dummy down to a near burnout situation. See Dummy striking back with the buttons there, but wow, one missed space there into the stand short. Drive rush, my guy wins. He's going to put Dummy 420 on them skates.
Yeah, that's how I'm starting to see that my guy is starting to feel himself a little bit. He's able to disrespect, call out when he's trying to go for the charge ups, because you don't get infinite fireballs. You got to charge them up. That's what the install below Juri's health bar is, and it takes some time to get those fireballs loaded up. Reload.
Back. And that dash up pressure there from Dummy 420, raising that aggression there. Much over jumping, shooting over the moon there. That drive reversal spends a little bit of that meter there. So my guy wins, got it on the green, gets that drive rush. Yeah, gets that knockdown. Let me see what the Oki is. 3 lights to connect with it there, and then the level 3 again. I don't need to sing. I can just be that backup dancer. Get the job done. You know who else was a backup dancer, by the way? Jennifer Lopez. Look it up on In Living Color. She was fantastic. See, that's how she got her start. You know, yeah. Like we've seen, Holo has been an absolute maniac with the hooligans there. Let's see if he can go the distance.
And what's crazy, and another thing is, like, he's not even doing the full shenanigans either. He could still utilize, like, the command throw and just really optimize some stuff, and he has yet to show that. So hopefully we can see even more of that. Maybe he's just going to use it if he gets super desperate in certain situations. I wouldn't call it desperation, but he definitely want to utilize it in, like, the moments where you need it the most. And you see Lucas already starting to understand the pacing a little bit, starting to use some throws and immediately go into another rising tackle to relieve pressure. Get off of
it. Yeah, and converting off of those lights there. Many players love it if you can get those scrambles into that jab. Converts off that crack shot. Yeah, calls out the neutral jump there with that back strong. That's a really good, quick button to call that out. What some players may see as free pressure proves to be problematic there. I'm looking to just swing for the fences with that stand fierce. That button is deceptively good. Like, it can be often used as a poke. It has a lot of reward there, but Luka wins the scramble with the walk-up throw. What a heads-up play.
Yeah, I mean, as well as his, maybe a little unfamiliarity with some of the strings that Terry has access to as well. I mean, again, you don't see the Terry too often. It's not an uncommon character, but it's definitely not as common as some of the mains. So maybe caught him off guard, not expecting a throw, but you know what? Sometimes you don't have to go into the guessing game. You can just apply the pressure, bait out a rising tackle, and just blow him up.
It's a great start for Holo, especially with that level 3 on deck. Doesn't even use a super here if they win. Oh, good back throw, though. Let's see if Luka can counter back. Now, a few mix-ups here, and you can get a big combo there, especially with a little drive rush into a critical arm, but yeah, that scramble counter hits confirms that stand jab into that stand fierce. You see Holo's just swinging that thing. I mean, really throwing out that button a lot.
So, well, the thing is, like, in that situation, he thought it was going to be a float conversion. So he tried to commit to the full combo, and sometimes optimization is not always king. So you wind up dropping because it was a very low float. So at that point, just immediately get right back up. God dang, dude.
Whiff punish, neutral jumped, and whiff punished that burn knuckle. That is a weird exchange.
Good. He's prepared for it. He's also blocking the lows. I know Holo loves to try to go into like weird little pseudo low resets, dashing in. Luka utilizing the parries to his advantage.
Yeah, letting Holo get away with a few missed dive kicks there. You can really, I mean, she has like kind of in a trip guard state pseudo where you can get a free hit on that if you're looking out for that. But sometimes if you respect that dive kick too much, you know, you give her the placement that she wants. So Luka holding on to a little bit of that drive kick. Just needs a big conversion to seal the deal.
Go! Wow, straight into the throw. Gotta be careful. Holo's in a really bad spot. One poke could be spelling death, but just when I say that, a critical arc is here to save the day.
Yeah, missed to confirm on that low strong there. They just needed just a little bit of anything that would have got the point, because Cammy, when she has that resources, I mean, she makes the most of it. And because of that lack of the confirm, Holo's able to walk down and mark the territory with that 1-0 to start off the loser's quarter set.
If this is how the set's going to be, I'm excited, because these guys are they're putting up the works. I mean, going to the final round.
Yeah, this is an awesome back and forth slug fight.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen a lot of hooligan combinations coming from Holo, like as opposed to the previous match with Pop. But those dive kicks are connecting, and I really feel like Luka's respecting the dive kicks just a little bit too much, which is just an invitation for Holo to change that that aerial approach.
Nice conversion.
Yeah,
and I would say he's slowing it down a little bit. He didn't want to spend more resources because he was already dangerously close to a burnout situation. Golly, I'm gonna say it one of these times.
Whip on the burn knuckle there. Holo's not gonna let that slide. We're gonna do a slide of their own off that hooligan.
He's trying to bait out a rising tackle, just dashing into doing nothing.
Yeah, and surprising temperament from Luka not to use that rising tackle, but overextended a little bit. Holo stands the ground to get that ground jab for another round. One away from taking it to 2-0.
Again, another low poke. And again, you have to be annoying with some of your low options. I mean, it doesn't matter if you get blocked a couple times, good reads. They can't read them. They can't play defense perfectly, right? You're gonna make sure it hits one of these times. Think fast.
Oh yeah, tries to switch sides. Great cross cut there by Luka. Being able to see that one. And carry players don't often go for that cross up. I mean, by virtue of having like just that dive kick close the distance in there.
Man, that dash in with some drive gauge was very confident, but I guess you kind of have to take your knockdowns when you got them. So he's going to do it again. Does put him into a one-bar situation, but it's all good. He's got a little bit of the life lead. Wow, that range is intense.
Bird Knuckle, such a great option for closing the distance as well. And just caught Luka trying to get an installation in there and then just stuffing it.
Didn't keep that going. Again, I like the confidence that he has. I will say that's something I really need to applaud and something I have to point out, because he's been doing that all throughout the set, despite his life deficit, despite sometimes his drive gauge go down to damn near zero. He's still playing.
Yeah, great conversion with that level 3. I mean, the reason you would use it earlier in the match instead of closing out for the kill is to establish that burnout there, and then even better to bait out that level 1. Got enough in the tank to go the distance there. The round wave closes it out as Luka gets a quick equalizer.
That's what I like to see. I'm telling you, the momentum and the pendulum swinging in favor of Luka now. So hopefully can find another W. We're all tied up going into game 3.
Yeah, just using that rising tackle. I mean, in the world of anti-airs, sticking to the priority moves that got the reliability, it shuts down your opponent's options while playing a strong bait game. There's going to be a burnout leapfrog. We're real close to a burnout.
Very. I mean, it's one of those things, Holo, he was talking about Luka. He was not talking to you to throw out these rising tackles. And it wasn't. That is not a Cammy button. It is, technically, but I don't want you to do it.
And in that case, to seal the deal there, with the burnout there in the level 1 in tow, I mean, that's a free fierce round wave in the corner there because of the lack of projectile defensibility at level 1.
And that's something important, too, in this particular matchup, because I mean, sometimes some characters have some decent projectiles. Terry, definitely one of the better ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can see more of that going forward, because I mean, he's running off some momentum. And he's looking to try to take the lead here in the set. And now this is a burnout. This is going to suck.
Yeah, scores that burnout there by virtue of holding on to that parry a little bit too long. Didn't even need to get that punish counter throw, really. I mean, the burnout could have happened just by being able to walk back. Taking advantage of
run up level 3, man.
Great place.
What are we doing? Oh! Well, I already talked about it, Chris, how good his projectile is. Chased him down the whole way through, tried to jump over it. Couldn't try to parry it because honestly his burnout needed to try to avoid it altogether. And now Luka in the lead.
Yeah, I guess it was really just the opportunity to minimize the risk. Good challenge against that overdrive dive kick there. I mean, the meter usage and the HP, how that plays out. It's going to be a good move there for Luka because this drive gauge economy is working more towards Luka and his pressure, and he's keeping him honest with that burn knuckle. There's punches coming into play.
Who would have thought that if you got to play Terry, that's the move you got to use?
Oh, but that live impact there, and there's that hooligan combo. We haven't seen much of that in this set. Fishing for that overhead. Great parry in the response there by Luka, but I mean, when you parry against that hooligan mix-up, though, that command grab is going to be happening.
Okay, Desmond and Burnout combo's not going to kill. For one more situation, got to be careful for another throw. Tried to go for even the rising tackle, but just didn't have the space to do it. Normally it corrects on which side, but I think he just he jumped in so deep into the back.
Yeah, we saw the hitbox usually working in the favor for Terry that we saw earlier in the pool in particular there. And especially when you're walking forward being reckless with that stand jab, being able to get that jump, especially working against the player's reaction, really proves problematic here. Holo looking very close to getting that equalizer here. Level 3 happens, but while burned down, Luka's got 3 drive stocks to work with.
This is just going to have to be a ginormous comeback. Yeah, I'm seeing 2-2 scoreline already. Unless we do something ridiculous, right? Like cursing this man. There's no way he can bring this back. Oh, I wanted it to happen. I wanted it. But the simple jab is enough to be able to secure the round and tie things up.
Yeah, I was straight up just shaking it like, let the crack shoot hit. Let the crack shoot hit because, like, off that wake up to see, they have to come at you meaty with a strong setup in there. And then we just saw it mashing that jab, whether it's crouch or scan. That's really all Holo needed to get that equalizer. Off to a fantastic start with that drive rush confirmed for the low strong.
No.
Even better. Even better with the punish counter. Let's see what Mixum is going to go for now.
Okay, relatively unscathed. I mean, only half of your life gone. That's something you got to really be thankful for. Count your stars, count your blessings while you can. Drive gauge is still about even, but when it comes to Terry, I mean, you gotta spend it to make anything happen.
Double whip on the throws there, resets the position.
Nice, caught him, and he's able to get the combo off of it as well.
That's what we've seen from Luka so far in this
bracket,
too, is as well being able to confirm off the EXR waves. I love the challenge again. Love the challenge to get the drive rush there with the stand jab. Okay, yeah, I mean, just swinging that thing, using that stand fierce as a poke. It's a fantastic one at that.
And that's the bait.
Low-key God button.
Yeah, he only did the single hammer fist a couple times consecutively and then did the follow-up immediately afterwards. So caught him pressing. Now, set point for Holo. And again, this is loser side of the bracket, so unfortunately, loser will be eliminated.
Drive reversal there, sends it back. Yeah. Match point here for Holo. I'll point with a back strong as the anti-air. I mean, especially when the opponent goes directly above your head. Oh, does it go the distance on the punish counter? Yes, it does. Gets into the slide there. Gets parried, but still does not get discouraged.
Nice tech on the throw. Still stuck in the corner, though, and he's in a really bad spot because any type of low confirm to a level 3 could spell deadly. Nice throw tech again. I don't know how he blocked in time.
Good dash out of there by Luka. That's good awareness.
There
it goes. And as we learned from Punk in what I believe is Capcom Cup, the max damage is if you do the level 3 immediately after the throw. If you do a combo afterwards, the damage gets scaled a little bit. In which case, so that's why Holo lets it rip and being able to finally...
Sponsored by, what is that, Secta TPC. Let's go.
Immediately kicking over that stand roundhouse. Such a great poke. It really sets the tone for what Blanka's looking to do in approach. Using the fear of the toy to walk forward and get that throw, step back low strong. Like you mentioned, I expect to see a lot of familiarity in the matchup between both players. I'm sure they play a ton of casuals as he combos into that rainbow ball and then uses that up ball to reestablish that corner position. That is surgical Blanka play. I guess you could even say with that perfect to boot, it's a bit high IQ.
As much as I want to not admit it, it is a very smart play to kind of close that distance and be a little bit more evasive than what you're used to. I mean, obviously, Blanka's already evasive, but do that on top of that.
It'd be like that, Leapfrog, though. Some Blankas can fit the circle peg into the circle hole.
Oh man, a perfect to start. He ain't slowing down anytime soon. Look at this combo. He's got to deal with the Blanka-chan mix-ups.
Good patience to get to level 2. Let that meter expire a little bit there. Take away his opportunities, and he only gets a little bit off that up ball, but overextends with that dash up. Wake up jab, and from that mashing the light into the level 1. Does it go the distance? Yes. Ruffian may have started the round perfectly with the first one, but EC's even the score.
Hey, all tied up still. Could be anybody's game. You can see, I mean, the adjustments already being made in real time. You're making them on the fly during the matches. Get that toe out of my face. Get them concrete grippers away.
Yeah, that level 1 may have been in response to the Blanka hop there, but it just overextended with that standing short there. But normally Blanka players like to bait a little bit with that Blanka hop there, which very easily could have been like baited for big on the other end. Yeah, we're all looking to perfect parry that Blanka ball. You know, when we initiate that parry, it's called the timing, but there goes that Aaron up ball there. And the drive gauge disparity, you got to look at here, Leapfrog as well. Level 2 on deck goes for that level 1.
Yeah, he had to spend the level 1 last time. Try to go for a throw attempt, another one, but luckily didn't get punished that second time around. 1 HP in the dream for Ruffian. Okay, able to get some breathing room. Puts himself in the burnout, so now he's in a really tough spot and gets the trade off of the cannonball. Easy. Able to walk away with that first game.
Yeah, brilliantly played by EC there. Keeping Ruffian on a leash and just like being able to just stay on top of some of these options. Oh no, but stepped on a Lego there. He gets shocked. Gonna send him back there. Oh, that close standing median kick reminds me of Rose's from there's no punch, but reminds me of Rose's. I think that kick is semi-airborne as well, and low clutch is really good.
Okay.
Yeah, Ruffian picking up where this Blanka left off. We saw a perfect happen in the previous set there, and it looks like he just set up.
I mean, essentially working the same route as last time, so EC's gonna have to just try to repeat what we just did. And again, shout outs to Duozza, dropping $14.22 into the Matcherino as well. Takes us up to an even $60.25. And we still have Matcherino codes still, so we can help get even more money into the prize pool, so help us keep playing them codes.
Right, we sure can. Rightfully so, Ruffian's like, I gotta back up a little bit. I gotta back off. Oh, that drive rush Blanka hop. That is just such a brilliant maneuver there to avoid that. But wow, the level 1 catches the neutral jump, Leapfrog. That was amazing.
Oh. Okay, he's out of the corner, out of harm's way. Gotta be careful. He's still got resources, and Ruffian now just built up to a level 3, so a nice little overhead, just gonna spend most of that. And I think that should be dead, right?
Yeah, that should be the equalizer off the level 3. Oh, does it go the distance? Yes, leaves a little bit. And likewise, talking about doing some damage here. Shout out to Jam Duozza on the Matcherino there with your contribution of $14.22. That raises the pot bonus here over to $60.50. Are there still codes to claim? You damn right there are. 6 of the 50 are remaining. Get on there and claim it over at matcherino.com/T/RSL.
Oh no, what are we doing? Starting to get a little impatient. Impaciente.
Like yeah, just going for the damage there, but taking the drive gauge with it there. Now you got to sit on burnout. No side switch on the stop there. Great positioning. Doesn't matter if you get the wall splat here. It's all good in the final fight stage.
Muy bien, baby. Feeling himself a little bit. Starting to play with some confidence. I mean, again, you were right. I mean, they definitely have played each other both in casual sets and tournament matches in general, definitely before and after the sponsorship. So they definitely have a read on, you know, how they want to play, how they want to retaliate and stuff like that. So it's up to EC to really shift that timing and be a little bit more elusive with decision making.
Yeah, you can definitely see how it plays out. You can see that they both are familiar with certain situations there. And how it plays out. I mean, I can read that familiarity that people have, and you can see that they practice against each other. Great response there. I mean, he was sitting on that drive impact to happen. You can tell he was very comfortable in the corner there, knowing that it was going to come out, and then Ruffian got that call out. And Ruffian begins, and this is the second match of the set that Ruffian begun with a perfect. Got to get
and
closer
I'm sure it
to
won't
level
be
2.
the last either.
Yeah, oh, big punish there. This time does not need the level 2. Do get it up into 2-1 territory.
Oh man, man, this is gonna be kind of bleak here. I mean, that first game was definitely in favor of EC, but all of a sudden Ruffian completely locked in. So he's gonna have to try to make some drastic moves now, because I don't think we're gonna have another opportunity, especially if he gets another perfect.
Oh wow, and then breaks it up with that punish counter against the DP, launching, and then using that drive meter disparity there. We're going to continue applying a little bit more pressure, a little bit of that extracurricular damage there. He's going to turn on the toys and then rainbow ball it all the way into match point.
Another round where he starts with a perfect. Again, set point to, this is to move on into grand finals. Ruffian just starting to feel himself. Wants to end it with a god match? No, don't let him do this to you, EC. Just one toe tap. Don't let him get a perfect.
Drive rush here. Not going to take any of that HP away. Blocks against the level 1. EC is up against the rope, but there's a critical drop there. Ruffian goes into the level 2. Got a little bit of that drive gauge left to work with there, and that happened! Oh, a 25-second perfect to seal the deal. The third perfect of the winner's final set.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's how I won Super Nintendo KI, because I do not own KI. The funny part is Ketchup actually tried to enter that tournament, but he had a commentary block, and that would have definitely spelled my doom, but we take those.
Shout outs to Ketchup and Mustard. Those guys are awesome.
Oh, they're great. I love those dudes, man. Yeah, definitely was awesome meeting them over a combo breaker. So here we are, losers in semifinal. Yeah. Oh, you're doing good work, man. You know, you're going to run into a lot of great people in this community.
We'll get there.
Good feint there by myguywins. Holo does not fight him. Holo tried to get a feint himself with a stopping short on the dive kick there. Usually that throws out some errant pokes from Manon players, especially if they're overreaching for that that stand roundhouse, which if I recall correctly, they made that a little bit more whip punishable alongside Marisa's.
I was wondering, it did feel like it was a little easier to finish, so I guess that's probably why. I just, sometimes I think I'm getting better, and then sometimes I just realize, oh, it's actually because they just straight up nerfed the heck out of it.
Well, I also know that on X, like, Manon players will always let me know every single nerf that you receive. You know, you guys have definitely made sure I've kept up to date with all the nerfs you get. As myguywin overcomes that, I mean, hey, what does that t-shirt say? Nerf, patch, buff, adapt, you know? Likewise, myguywins. That was a very quick victory there for a Manon, too. I mean, especially in that first round, getting to that 5 battle count there, really proving problematic.
Yeah, like I said, with some of these Manon players, they'll give you, they're looking for any opportunity to tell you why Manon is bottom.
Yeah. I don't blame them, though, you know?
I do. You don't need to be crying about it. You guys still have decent characters. Just take it on the chin.
Especially with how that low strong does an awesome job of the whiff punish there, especially against one of Cammy's better buttons with that low forward. And there we see it, that stand roundhouse. Not discouraged to use it. Give me that sweet chin music. Send him back.
Okay. Another round in favor of myguywins. Ooh, okay, see, and that's what I was talking about. He doesn't like to optimize all of his combos every single situation, so you gotta make sure you're ready and aware to make sure you don't get caught up by some of these command throws. Ugh. Now in burnout, this is gonna suck, yeah.
Oh yeah, you know it will. When it rains, it pours. Oh, what a drop, though. And that drop comes at a horrible time, too. Given the drive gauge disparity now, a whole new lease on life on Holo now, especially leaving myguywins burned down. Right, here comes that level 2 rather, and just takes to the skies with the flexibility. myguywins like, I ain't gonna let you hold that comeback. The 2-0.
I mean, great awareness. I mean, he could have done a level 3 as well. It would have killed all the same. But just in case, on the off chance he did block it and it didn't work, he would have been able to save up at least a little bit of meter.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that drive impact. You gotta be careful with that against Manon. They are so good at being able to catch their footing and punish that as well.
Wow!
But I really want to point out Holo using the going empty on the hooligan combination, mashing, hitting down to land and then getting that punish down.
No, awesome. Just kill. Oh no! Okay, it wasn't the EX version, so you can't do combo off of it, but he's still looking for a kill. And that's because of my guy just not trying to get the regular combo for the kill. He tried to go for another command throw and close it out. Got a little greedy there.
Yeah, Holo here down 2-0. Off to a great start there, especially with that neutral jump. Slides after that that hooligan. Normally, that would be a bit unsafe or risky to do, but in some cases, it's a very nice change of pace and mix-up to bring into the field.
I'm trying to grab him up. A little evasive. Ah! Caught him again. I don't think he's going to spend his level 3 right away, so he's just going to look for maybe for another command throw, add another medallion up.
Yeah, just using these buttons to just buy a little bit of space away from Manon while the drive gauge rebuilds. Drive rush happens there. I think that might have been a missed input on that challenge there. My guy wins, going to cash out with that level 3. Oh, and get those vocals in there.
Finally bringing vocal cords out to shine. And shine they will, like a shooting star. One more round for My Guy Wins, and he is moving on to losers finals. Ooh, ungod. Oh man, check over Marisa, what are you doing? Slow it down. Getting a little greedy again. Trying to find his opening, any opportunity he can to try to look for a command throw. He's definitely gonna try to take it. He's gotta be careful. Holo's starting to sniff it out a little bit, starting to play a little bit more evasive. You see the command throws coming out a lot more often as well. And Holo, with the right combo, might be enough to kill. Going straight to level 3, is it
level
enough?
3 on the yellow. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna prove problematic there. Yeah, and it's really like, I mean, you got the metal count. Here's the issue here. And Holo's able to close the gap here with that 2-1 score there. But it's the fact that the metal count was so low at 2, and the fact that you exhausted that critical art to win that last round. I mean, Holo's not playing with a lot of fear in that situation because My Guy Wins is not going to be able to get the damage to close the distance.
Oh yeah, especially with how big the deficit was. Like, again, only 2 stacks, you can get a command throw. Hell, you can even get 2 of them. Still not going to be enough to close that huge, ginormous life gap.
Oh, that side switch! What was that?
See,
My Guy Wins using that low sprung to go underneath the radar and then puts himself in the corner there for that unpredictability. Wow!
Yeah, because, again, look what he's done the last few times. Every time he gets those opportunities where you can kind of look for like a pseudo reset, he goes for the command throw. So that time, actually checking in with the low, keeping it very simple to be able to close out the round. And he's got to do that again one last time. Don't do anything crazy, bro.
Yeah, whips with it again, though. Could prove problematic here. It's that hooligan into the overhead. Doesn't need to use the super to close the distance here. And Holo putting up a denying effort here with My Guy Wins on match point. With losers final in sight.
Ooh. Okay, the damage. 3 stacks built up. And he's got access to a level 3. I think we're going to try to see it here early. Yeah. I was going to say, he was getting a little low on the drive gauge, so I think you just spend it early, give yourself some time to recuperate.
Facts, yeah, being able to do that, because you just don't want to get in that burnout situation, especially with that level 3 on deck, and you can easily get the equalizer if you get that hooligan mix-up into the command throw. But the punish counter throw causes the burnout here. This is bad news for Holo's Cammy. Critical art happening there. Yeah.
Oh, and he caught him with the overhead. Just caught you ducking, and that's going to do it for My Guy Wins, booking his ticket into losers finals.
Trying to get between the team dominance here of Secta TPC.
All right, here we go. My Guy Wins showing up in losers finals, representing Utah.
Oh, there was that Etoile that we saw earlier.
Thank you for exposing me on my mispronunciation of the French language once again.
Hey, I speak Canadian French. It's even worse. So, you know.
I almost want to call it that on purpose now, the Itole. Just to get them to look at me funny. These techie guys don't know how to pronounce anything.
I love when Manons go for that overhead after that command grab. It has such synergy. It's beautiful.
I think you and the Manon players are the only ones that agree with you there. Woo! Not enough life. See, that was a checkmate moment. You try to go for the DI and retaliation, just not enough life to survive the chip.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, if that was awareness on EC's part, that was well played. Fantastically done. Oh, I love that. Driving forward with that stand strong there. You stand 10 toes with that. High priority button to see that. And you see, using a lot of that low forward there to get those low profiles, but it's also a very rewarding button for Juri to work with.
Oh, get off.
This is Dan's theme, by the way. It's beautiful.
I like it. Starting to feel the rhythm.
Oh, builds a good amount of drive gauge off that. Yeah, goes straight into the level 3. Now, Leapfrog, this is not exactly going to kill, but it puts EC in a very good position. I think you're going to take it back to neutral, though, with corner not in sight. Uses the stomp, blocks forward, but the double confirm on the 2 medium punches. Comes in bunches. EC gets the first win there in the losers final.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, wow. Dude, I might actually be blind. I didn't even realize. So, Holo, you know, the last match we just saw, I want to go back real quick. He's showing up to Hip Hop Camp tomorrow, or next weekend.
Yeah, congrats on the gig, by the way. I saw you were commentating that event as well.
Yeah, I didn't notice he was with me too.
Yeah. I know a few commentators on that banner there. I'm really excited to see them as well. And EC equally excited as he caps off that perfect with a lot of drive rush left over.
A perfect? Again?
Yeah, exploring it, man.
He's
this team,
crazy.
Yeah, no, they're getting a lot of perfect rounds out there. Great set play being put into the mix.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. My guy, yo, double it up.
I like
it.
Third
time. Don't get
greedy. Gotta get that metal count out. Gotta get that metal count out. There we go. Get the 4. Because we saw it against Holo. We saw it against Holo. Like that metal count was low. Like you had it up at 3 in the clutch situation. You gotta get in the 4 or 5 range. See that? Ow! You know, make him think twice. Make him jump a little bit more.
Play the range. Woo wait. Juri mama.
There we go. A few of those.
Now this Commentator actually will kill, so he's got to be really careful.
Yeah, modern dance techniques in there as well. It's got a lot of that life lead there. That's going to need a lot more than that critical art.
He's got a perfect. Locked and loaded too. Just needs one more confirm. Just when I say that, kinks him because he catches it with the critical art that you just aforementioned.
Yeah, but the drive gauge is going to be in the same place here, and My Guy Wins is still going to have a life lead and very far away from him. Oh no, the drive gauge does go actually in EC's favor there. Let's see. Oh, tried to go around the projectile, but the drive rush stuffs it. Okay, EC's cooking with something here. Hold on.
Nice!
What a backdash! And then you're going to eat that level 5. Take to the skies. Dunk, kerplunk, done. 1-1.
Woo-wee. Did you see that backdash, bro? That little pseudo back tempo to be able to get that whiff punish. Excellent spacing from My Guy Wins. And then that's what I was talking about. He knows how to pump the brakes, and his trigger discipline on a lot of the moves is what makes him one of the better Manons out here.
Yeah, I mean, that backdash against drive impact, especially in the clutch, is one of the most beautiful things you see in Street Fighter. That walk under for My Guy Wins, though, puts him in a very bad situation there. But it's able to equate that. Okay.
Do it again? Nah. This time, just playing it a little bit slower. And knew EC was going to try to go airborne. Not going to try to do anything risque.
Oh, that medium connects there, but not able to get that follow-up with it. Good on EC to not overextend in particular. My guy's playing very strong defensively here as well. And you can see more of those backdashes coming into play.
Ooh, the trade. Looking for the follow-up, but luckily the defense is there for My Guy. Stuck in the corner, though. Another throw. Nice!
Yeah, response to level 2. That could do it. Yes, sir. And what's good about using that backdash to make Juri overextend is that Manon's got some great buttons with great reach. I mean, especially with that drop kick you're seeing off that jump in there. So it really doesn't get Manon, like, out of the picture in particular, as much as it buys her space to work with more. And then get enough room to get a big bait on that level 1.
Yeah, it's starting to feel the pressure just a little bit. And yeah, Manon, you know, you don't think about it, but she's got some long limbs. It reminds me a lot of Sagat, where she can kind of just bait opponents into swinging. And it apparently doesn't matter for EC. Just got the first level 1 blocked. It means I could try it again the second time.
Oh, good air to air there. Good call out. But the level 1 in response against that string. My guy's still in the driver's seat there, despite the corner. What? Another backdash. Oh, man. Spells the doom. It's as if just that reverse space to buy is proving to be Achilles' instant heal by moving back on the heels. Buys a little bit of that distance there. My Guy Wins is up 2-1 against an EC that has been absolutely dominant throughout this ladder.
It's Juri's worst nightmare. A player that plays defense. What can he do?
I did pay $60 to block after all. No, a backdash. I paid $60 to backdash.
Oh, he tried to jump over with the low
Oh,
take.
did you see that? The extension of that low strong. It is such an amazing whip punishing tool. And another backdash happening. I'm telling you, chat, that is the $60 season 4 backdash. He called that one out, though. He called it out throwing them bows.
So, all right, bet. Go ahead and try it again. I dare you. Puts himself in the burnout, so not able to retaliate anything. Didn't build it to a level 2 in time. You saw him the last time he tried to come for the DI. Responds immediately with the level 2. Getting close to it, though. So you got to be real cautious if you're EC. I think you want to try to go for anything aggressive. You got to go now. Oh, he landed on it. Dang it.
That's good. And keeping that drive impact in a way that's not... Oh, wait a minute. I think there was a mistiming there. Leads to that level 2. Because I was going to say the only thing... That was the only answer to that drive impact. But I think EC Life was able to mask that pressure in there to make that drive impact a bit deceptive. But my guy Win still says, hey, you know, that's my reversal option. That's my ride or die at the corner. I'm going to live by it. I'm going to die by it. And I'm going to do it.
That
what are you doing?
sucks.
What are you doing?
Oh, we're just taunting him now. It ain't gonna work, bro. He's got such a big life lead. He's got the round count, the game advantage. There's no reason for him to do anything crazy.
Oh, another
gosh.
dunk there. Surprised it's not a burnout. Oh, got him back with it. Hitting him with that stutter step, that stuttering. Yeah.
No, again.
The backdash with the disrespect.
Look at him. He's just taunting him. He didn't even go for the kill. Bro is just plain disrespectful.
I'm playing with your
goes
food out here.
Didn't take it. The low counter, but it doesn't get the combo confirmed. And my guy wins. Still living up to his name. Moves on into grand finals.
For you censoring that, you know?
All right, here we go. Grand finals run back from the winner's semis. Can Ruffian defeat My Guy Wins again, or does he have what it takes to take us to the reset and walk away victorious? Let's go.
Now, also funny to point out here, Leapfrog, as well, is what we saw in the previous set, what this was a run back from. My Guy Wins was actually making some really good adaptations towards the end to avoid that 3-0 sweep, and the Ruffian had a really good comeback after My Guy's win. But, you know, we may be able to call out a download, and oh man, that backdash in the corner. It's back, baby!
We are so back. Don't do it anymore. Oh, caught him with the wrong button. Sheesh. Okay. Ruffian, he was sitting for a little bit, but clearly he's been on the ranked grind himself. He's been picking up right where he left off.
Anti-airs with the perfect parry. Gonna send him back to the corner there. Yeah, and that's one way. Get the toy behind him, and then you can be able to discourage a bit more of those backdash. But there's still other tools that Manon has. That stand jab and drive rush still is problematic.
Oh yeah, you always gotta keep an eye on him because he can get a little tricky when it comes to that stuff. Looking for the perfect carry off the cannonball, not gonna find it, but either which way, still playing
I like the challenge
offense.
on the rainbow ball though. The rainbow ball is switching sides there, getting that stand jab there to call that out. I like the way that was played. Well played.
Yeah, he's already told me. He messaged me when I first saw him. Every time I see my Utah folk in random online brackets, I message him and say, "Hey man, I'm rooting for you." And he definitely said like, a certain word about Blanka.
Ah.
Dang,
Okay,
don't touch me!
A lot of anti-air perfect parries here. Now, I'm actually not a fan of that tactic personally because I know that when you're anti-airing me and parry, I'm just gonna have to.
Nice! I think he could save his resources too. Yeah, he only has to use a level 2 here. So great. Because now he goes into this final round with some resources to his name and 4 medallions.
Yeah, and that meter disparity. Ruffian's got to go a long distance here to get that robbery level 2 super there. And oh wow, calls out the standing roundhouse kick, which Ruffian has kicked off a few rounds with in particular. And that's a level 5. That's going to put you way close to the critical. Faked with the drive rush there, looking for a bait. I think it's a little bit of it with that Blanka ball there.
Gets out of harm's way. Golly.
Ruffian teetering on the edge of critical, but he's got a long way to go before getting to that level 3.
Another level 2.
No, finishes it with the Etoile. The Etoile. That's why you put a star next to that perfect.
The Etoile coming out to play for My Guy Wins. Able to take that first game of the grand finals. And I mean, I don't know, EC. You're saying this man's not able to beat the Blanka, but it's looking pretty good at the start.
You're mine! Oh, that drive reversal well scouted and brought out. and gets a startup on that toy. Was out there for a little bit there. Was able to get that extra mix-up. All right, trying to win the poking war with those crouching fears. Good response, good round from Ruffian until that level 1 buys the fight. Buys a little bit of time for myguywins, but oh no, that's bad news that he had overdrive block the ball.
Yeah, he loves to use it. So I mean, he got punishment the last time, but it's not deterring him in the slightest to continue using it. And I think that's what was that?
Sorry, Leapfrog. So what did he say in the DMs about Blanka?
Oh, you know, a certain word. I'm trying to think of a way to put it at PG.
No, you're newly sponsored, man. You're newly sponsored, man. I don't like it.
I'm about to lose
That's
it.
That's a good act. Oh, it escaped, but no, that's a drive rush punish waiting to happen, especially with the level 2 in tow. Ruffian with the response and the
I'll say it now. I'll say it now after seeing that bullshit stuff. Crap. That was crazy. I can't believe it whipped, man. That sucks. Ties it up though. It's all good. It's nothing to worry about yet.
Good response there. That drive reversal putting the toys away. Back in the box, mister.
Try to go for a parry and winds up catching a throw. And that's the thing. Rookie really does have a good read on when people like to try and parry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just some things that really rewards Blanka's set play as well. And with the situational advantage that you have.
Ooh. Nice. Close that distance so you can get that command throw. Smart.
Yeah, metal count on 2, though. It's not going to do that much damage, especially with the next one. Level 1 response got him overextended with the stand jab there. Ruffian's going to really make him pay.
Oh, dude, I did not think he pressed there. I thought he had that for sure. I was like, yeah, he's got this. Nope.
Nice whiff punish there with the stand jab. It gets a drive rush stand roundhouse.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. That hitbox ain't that big. Immediately goes for the overhead after the command grab.
He baited it out. He knew that EX was coming, but just, I don't know, maybe should backdash again. Big whip on the throw attempt. And yeah, he's going to cash out. Just going to do another throw to make sure he gets that 50 down. No, he's just going to level 1. Okay. I like it. Not risking it.
Yeah, level 1, just skating on that one. Just moving along like you were just at the premiere of the red carpet there. Deserves the resources too. And also that metal count is up there at 4. Good sequence there, but myguywins in a good stop for Ruffian with that awareness. Here comes that level 2. That's the thing, even with the full meter and that level 3 on deck, a lot of Blanka players will opt to use the level 2 just because of how advantageous it can prove as the match goes on.
No! Is that going to be a kill?
Yeah,
No, not enough. The low block. Tries it again. Oh, the trade. He does 3 consecutive lows in a row. And my guy calls it out, but he got the trade, and he didn't have enough life to survive the interaction. And now Ruffian on a 2-1 lead. 1 step closer to walking away as your ParagOnline champion.
Yeah, it was just gambling with that counter strike there with the low strong. Just running the risk of not letting that. Would rather go out like that than get that burnout to occur. But Ruffian here has the momentum there and just the reads in general. I mean, the previous set ended 3-1 in particular, and Ruffian's looking to repeat that history.
You can do it here. It's definitely possible. But again, the backdashes from my guys definitely been paying off. Still been getting the job done.
Oh no! Drops to confirm, and that would have been a level 5 on the metal count as well. To get that in the first round is really like
nice tech.
Yeah, it's a good position for Manon to be.
Nice DI, just get himself out of harm's way. He's already committed to the button, can't. There's one of those bigger buttons you can't DI right after.
Yeah, and it takes away a lot of that drive gauge too as well. So Ruffian has to back off. Oh no, drive reversal. That's bad news. In a bad place.
He dropped it! We're good. Oh, is he gonna chase him down? No, I jumped it back away!
That's tournament point, Leapfrog. That is tournament point. Can Ruffian bring it home here and deny the reset? A repeat 3-1 performance is 1 round away.
Okay,
great start.
Now.
Yeah, great start.
Gotta lock in.
Thought about the overdrive ball in the air with the jumping strong. Oh, nice. blew that anti-air. That stand roundhouse got eaten alive with that drop kick there. And another hit on the wake up there by myguywins. But blew up the tech with the air ball.
Get off! Gotta get out of that corner. Oh, he's just keeping him in there, just throw looping him. Oh, the parry doesn't stay long enough. Now he's gotta guess, and he guessed wrong.
Here comes that level 2, and that's it. That closes it out. Ruffian brings it home for Mexico here with another 3-1